petty all the time. I'm petty all the time.
Baby, welcome to the party.
Give me a P. Give me a E. Give me a T. T-Y. I'm petty all the time. Give me a P. Give me a E. Give me a T. T-Y. I'm petty all the time.
Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of Petty Party Podcast. It's your girl Shelly Shell.
Hey everyone, it's just Nick checking in.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Crystal, aka Champagne Chris, aka Chrissy F. Baby. Please say the baby.
And they saved the best for last. It's your girl Immaculate coming out the set. What's good?
So we are coming back from a really great anniversary episode. We have seen all y'all's comments, all y'all suggestions. So we appreciate y'all like supporting us, showing us love. Yeah, it was fun. That was a fun episode.
No, it really was.
It was. Shout out to Hear Ye, Richie Fontaine, and DJ Easy for coming and joining us.
Mm-hmm.
Great discourse. Great discourse.
Now it's back to the basics.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question. Okay, so say if you were dealing with someone, right? Okay, y'all were dealing with each other. I don't even know how long, whatever. They got you a whole bunch of gifts, okay? And then y'all broke up. And the first thing they do is ask for all the gifts back.
No.
Or write them a check for how much it's worth. What are you going to do next?
Are you saying either give them back or write them a check?
For how much the items were worth.
Neither. I'm not doing either.
I mean, I had someone ask me for the gifts back.
Did you get back?
No.
No.
He actually mailed me a UPS
box.
And that
He
was-
went
and-
that
and you know what's
far?
crazy?
Yeah.
I would have mailed it right back with a note saying,
I didn't even mail
fuck
it.
you.
No,
I didn't mail it back.
I done kept the box and used it to chips with the nails.
Yeah.
No, you know what? Low key, like, they sent him a mail like, oh, thank you for the box.
Thank you for the box.
Yeah.
Some returns to do.
He was so mad, and it wasn't even like big things.
That's so that's so petty.
Actually, I have them on.
Oh, period. See,
honestly,
I had somebody
they
ask
ate
me
it.
for a gift back, and I sold it. Sorry.
You know what's funny?
I sold it for money.
Chris,
Like,
it's funny. You know what's crazy? I said I would do that. I'm like, I said I'll either sell it or I burn it in front of you. Now nobody has a gift.
Yeah.
Or they're like, oh, a car. I'm like, you're not getting a car back. And
You're
if it's
not
on
getting
and
a
they're,
car back.
Oh, but it's a loan. I'm gonna get it repossessed. I'm like, why would you even give someone a car on loan?
Mhm.
So it's okay. It's mine, or I drive it off a cliff. There you
Well,
go.
because here's the thing. So, like, which is so crazy, how things happen. That's why men, y'all need to actually be smarter about things. But if you're gonna buy someone something and you put it on like credit and you have to pay for it monthly, if you don't get it back, you still have
It's
to
your
pay
credit.
for it.
Yeah, and
it's
that's your
that's
business.
the item.
So it's
that
up
is
to you.
your business.
If you don't want to pay for it, that affects your credit. Like, so
I don't
you
care.
gotta be smarter.
I literally don't care.
I don't care. It's not my business, actually.
Literally
Yeah.
a personal
It's
problem.
above me.
No.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, I have had like someone do something similar to that, where it's like, it wasn't like a gift from that, but it was kind of just like, oh, I spent this much amount of money. And I was like, at first I was confused. So I was like, when? Like, where did this number come from? Because like, I don't remember that. And then I thought about it. And then the weekend, I was like, oh, I guess that's how much the weekend cost. But in my head, I was like, that seems like a
Wait.
personal problem.
Yeah. What?
So what was he? He just brought up just to throw it in your face, basically.
I don't know. Because after that, I was like, now I have to block you because what are you asking me right now? Because if you think I'm going to run you $2,000, I'm not going to.
Yeah.
And like, my thing is, why are you asking for something back?
What? Like, yeah.
That's called Indian giving. I don't even fool with that. I don't like that because it's like,
Yeah.
why did you even give it to me to now like take it back from me? See how the control you think you have over me, but you don't have it because it's mine. But like, it's just, I think it says a lot about an individual who does that because
Oh, for
men and
sure.
women do it. So
For
I
sure.
can't make it a man thing because women do it too. But I feel like if you're gonna give somebody a gift, that's it.
Yeah.
You can't ask for a bag. That's just your L you take inside.
So you don't think there's anything that you can ask for
No.
back?
No.
Respectfully,
You know what?
no. Like I would have to take my L.
Yeah.
I think
Okay. Oh,
Go ahead.
because I was gonna say, and I know y'all probably gonna eat me up for saying this, but I do think, for instance, engagement rings sometimes.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's different.
Oh, that can go back to you.
That's different.
Yeah, especially, and not all the time. Because sometimes I feel like you can keep their engagement rings, but for instance, like some people have
I
like
don't.
family heirlooms.
that's what I was gonna say. Failure.
Yeah.
In that instance, I'm just like, get that boy his grandma ring back,
Yeah.
so he can give it to his
Right.
actual wife.
Yeah.
Like,
But
come on
even
now.
if it's not, I'm not gonna lie. Like me personally, everybody's different. For me personally, if the engagement is over, I'm gonna give you back the ring because that is a symbolization of us together. We're not together, so why am I keeping
why
it?
am I keeping it?
Like any other piece of jewelry, earrings, I'm keeping it. Watch, keeping it. Bracelet, keeping it. That engagement ring, you can have that back. But
no facts.
yeah, no.
But what if he like? I think it depends for me. It depends on what we break up over. Like, let's say that we're going through and like we're about to get married and I find out you cheated or did something crazy and I'm the one who called off the engagement. I'm not giving it back to you. But let's say like, hey, we both decide that we're not meant to be married. It's something like kind of like amicable. Then I would give it back. But like
case by case situation.
Yeah.
But I'm not giving it back if you
I
did
still
me dirty.
would, because for me, I'm like, it's a symbolization. I think to me, it speaks more volumes, the fact that I'm taking it off and giving it back to you to let you know, like, we're done. Like, I think it's, you know what I mean? Rather than keeping it kind of, I think he would probably think there's some rekindling that we can do. No, I don't want you to think that. If I'm giving you the ring back, it's over. Like, it's done. So, yeah.
And see, I feel like it's different. I feel like some men, they'll get it back and then they'll be like, oh, I can give it back to you potentially whenever we're back in a better place.
And that's, I don't like this is, even the whole giving back gifts, like it's definitely used as a means of control.
Yeah.
Like, and that's why I refused, that's why I sold it. Because I was like, you're not gonna control, because for me, the gift was given to me as like an apology gift. And he thought that like, oh, we were gonna like get back together afterwards.
Yeah, no.
And we didn't. And after that, he wanted it back. And I was like,
it's
no.
I know where you can go get it.
Yeah, like,
For a
no,
fee.
you're absolutely not getting his back, but I can sell it
Yeah.
and keep the money.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't think, people, let's stop doing that, because I'm just seeing and hearing about it too much. Or just stop buying people gifts.
Yeah, that part.
All right, y'all. So we're going to go ahead and move on to our motto. And this was written in by a listener. It is titled, Is the Tinder app a deal breaker for you? Hey, y'all.
Yes.
I'm back with another story and would love to remain anonymous. I've been messing around with this dude for a while now, and sometimes we'll have sleepovers. So the last time he stayed at my house, he had fell asleep before me, so I decided to get ready for bed as well. I go to charge his phone like I normally do, and the notification center pops up. I usually don't go through that when that does happen.
Hold on,
but
Nikki. Sorry. Rewind. First of all, why are you his mom?
No, yeah.
Like I normally do.
Put his
Are you
clothes
okay?
out on the side for him.
Yeah, like-
okay, Megs, you gotta make. Sorry, just kidding. Rewind a little bit though. Rewind a little bit.
Okay. So I've been messing around with this dude for a while now, and sometimes we'll have sleepovers. So the last time he stayed at my house, he had fell asleep before me, so I decided to get ready for bed as well. I go to charge his phone like I normally do, and the notification center pops up. I usually don't go through that, and when that does happen, but something was telling me to do it this time, and I see Tinder notifications. I started thinking to myself, should I wake him up out his sleep and be on BS, or just play it cool and wait till the morning?
I hate to play it
I decided to play it cool. But soon as he opens his eyes, I was like, so you got Tinder? He goes to say he doesn't be on the app and hasn't had a chance to delete it. So I say, if you don't use it, then why do you have an active account and getting notifications? Also, it doesn't take long to delete an app. I'm just trying to figure out why this is on your phone. And then he flips on me saying I shouldn't have went through his phone, but mind you, he's been through mine like 4 times or more in the past.
Stand up.
It wasn't a problem when he was
You're
doing
charging
it,
his phone for him.
but now that I caught him, he can't take accountability and trying to turn it on me. We haven't spoke all day since the morning, and here we are on day 2, and I still haven't heard anything. The silence is most definitely a response that's just showing me that he doesn't mind losing me over an app. I know he's probably trying to do the silent punishment treatment and have me questioning if I was wrong for going through it, but mind you, I don't even have the password to his phone. I just seen the notification center. Is having Tinder still installed a deal breaker for y'all? I want to hear y'all's opinions. Thank you, ladies, so much.
Wait, did she say how long they were talking?
Let me see, make sure. Don't think so.
Yeah, I actually don't think she did either.
She said I just been messing around with this guy for a while.
Okay, so I'm just gonna assume a while is like
Probably like
5
a year.
months or more.
Maybe like 6 months.
Yeah, I think 6 months or 5 to 6 months or more. Let's just say that. But I don't know. I feel like if he's not your boyfriend, you know what I mean? Then like, I hate to play this Love Island game, but you guys are still open. Like, you know, like unless he's made you his significant other, everything is off the table. I mean, is on the table still. Even with you, like you can date around too. Like you're not his girlfriend. So, but to be fair, like I do feel like around that time is when you should know, like, okay, you know what, things are starting to get serious, you know, delete the app, you know. And the fact that I think it's more of a red flag of how he responded versus like him being on his phone. Because even if it could innocently be there. Like, it's like, you know,
Yeah.
I haven't had time to delete it, you know, so it's cool. We're new. But I think the way you responded, red flag. I don't know. Like, I don't know why you just couldn't be like, okay, you know what, my bad, I'll delete it. Like, not a big deal. But like the way and then you're trying to silent treatment a woman. I see who you are.
Yeah, I actually agree with Crystal, to be honest with you. I think it's also like the way that she introduced him, like, hey, I'm messing around with this guy. It wasn't, hey, I'm dating this
I really
guy.
like him.
We
Yeah.
are monogamous. Like there was, I don't know if that
It's super
conversation has even been had between the two. So quite frankly, if y'all had not had a conversation to where it's like, hey, I'm only dating you, you're only dating me, and we are working towards a relationship, then quite frankly, he can have Tinder and he can do what he wants. Now, is that someone, it's up to you now, like, because that does tell you, hey, like how serious he is about you. And that may also not be someone that you want to be having
Right,
sexual intercourse with.
Right.
Because if he's seeing other people, he might be having sex with other people.
Right.
But I don't think you can really fault him for having Tinder. That's like the bottom line. Now, like I agree with Crystal, I don't like the way he reacted to it. That tells you a lot. It shows you that he really doesn't respect you. And
Yeah,
he
for
doesn't
sure.
respect your opinion. He doesn't respect how you feel.
Right.
He doesn't respect how that made you feel. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say to answer your question, is him having Tinder a deal breaker for me? Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I think for the simple fact that he felt the need to defend him having Tinder on his phone means that he knew that whatever dynamic y'all have set up, him having it notification at that time was not okay. I think y'all both kind of had that understanding.
Yeah.
To me, I think it's kind of weird. To me, I'm assuming, like, if I'm dating somebody, the reason that you're on a dating app is because you're trying to get to know people. Once you're kind of locked in with somebody, the idea that you're actively trying to start a whole new, like, dating situationship is just kind of icky enough that I think you should step it back. I would understand why that would make you feel some kind of way. So,
Yeah, I have to agree. That is a deal breaker for me. If I see any of that shit, we done.
It's a deal breaker for me too, but here's also why I'm like providing a little leniency is because like for me, I've been in a situation where it's like it was a new situation and like let's say I had like old pictures in my phone of like an ex and you know, first of all, I've had like 30,000 photos in my phone and it's just you know how iPhone does just pop up memories and it's like, oh shit, it was a picture I forgot to delete. That was it. It was completely innocent. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm like, okay, you know what? Everything is not so, oh, I'm still fucking with him. Like I'm still hung up on this. It was an innocent
But
situation.
you're getting notifications and she charges his phone all the time.
So my question is,
You know
is
what I mean?
like, okay, so
sorry.
is it the same? So is it the
Sorry.
same
notification are you getting at night? You got a message from somebody
Yeah,
that you're
that you were
messaging on
communicating
Tinder.
with earlier today.
Let's call it for
You're
what it
responding.
is.
So my question
But
is,
I don't know how
like,
Tinder works. Is it a notification of
Yeah, like doo-doo-doo. I don't have Tinder.
new
app.
people have
I'm-
joined the app? I don't
no,
like.
like if someone
Oh, I don't
messages
know.
you.
Oh,
I'm assuming a notification would be
Yeah, it's like if someone
contact.
messages you like that. I feel like because yeah.
nobody. So you got new people who joined the app in your area?
No, that's
sorry.
not how
I
that
mean,
works.
what?
It's just, if
I
you
don't know.
It's
I
like, notifications like if you're communicating with someone, like you got a message, like it alerts you that someone messaged you.
but,
You know what I mean?
but that's the only notification you can get on Tinder?
I mean, I don't have
know.
Tinder to know that I'm going off something else. That's what I'm
I would
saying.
hope if he's getting notifications that
like-
often, he would have them muted.
Yeah, like but
But my question is, okay, so is it
what
the
else would it be
exact
alerting
same?
you?
So are we now saying that she shouldn't be, like, let's say just because she doesn't have Tinder, so she shouldn't be talking to anyone else in person?
That's her business. I'm not telling her
Because
what
I feel
to
like
do.
it's the exact same. So she shouldn't be getting anyone's number. She shouldn't be communicating with any other man.
She should. She's
But,
not.
I mean,
she's not in a
I mean, no.
relationship.
Now that this happened, yes.
But that's what I'm saying is, like, if we're going based on the standards of, like, okay, you're in this with me, you shouldn't be trying to form any, like, something new with somebody else. I feel like it's the exact same with
Right.
her.
But
you know what? Maybe I kind of disagree a little bit, right? Because I do think it's very different than not being like monogamous and dating somebody and seeing someone else and being open to maybe seeing them too, because it's like accidental, incidental. When you're on a dating app, that's an intentional decision you make
Yeah.
every day to be on there scouring for new people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I feel like if you are getting feelings for somebody who is actively on a dating app, it's just not a good idea.
It's
Because
not.
clearly there's
It's
something,
really not.
as a guy, there's something in you he sees that isn't making him want to get off
Because
dating apps.
a man would, if that, let's switch it. If that was a man, he saw that, he stopped talking to you too.
Yeah, I don't think he's in the wrong.
Yeah, he's not. Like,
I just don't think he's serious about
But
it.
she
Yeah,
asked,
that part.
She just asked, is that a deal breaker? And I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie, if roles were switched, that'd be a deal breaker for a man. So that should be a deal breaker for you. And I'm not gonna lie, to answer, you said that should she be talking to people? Yes. After that, I'm opened.
Yeah.
Wide open, actually. Like,
Before
I'm gonna talk
that,
to
she
people.
should've been wide
But you know what I'm
open,
saying? But
yeah.
I'm just saying now, like, I see what we doing. I see what you doing. Now I'm gonna do me now. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because at the end of the day, like, we've all been there where like something happens, you realize like this is not giving that.
Yeah.
So you know what? Let me get back in the field. Cool.
Nah.
Yeah.
Don't
We've
even-
all
no,
had
no.
moments like
you know
that.
what I'm saying? Like it's
You're
like,
dating
I'm not
someone, you
about
think
to
you're locked in, and something
Yeah.
happens, you're like, actually, we're not.
Right. So I'm gonna give you advice that honestly should have taken. Like, look,
Yeah.
get back in the field, girl. You ain't wrong. It is a deal breaker. I'm not gonna lie to you, but get back in the field. You can still deal with him, but he needs to get back in the field. Get back in the field today.
Especially for the simple fact that he's been through your phone 4 times.
Yeah.
That is weird that he's been.
That's
through
why
your
I'm like,
phone.
everything else to me
Ladies.
is more of a red flag than this Tinder. Even though Tinder for me personally would have been a deal breaker because personal opinions.
Can we talk
but
about that? So,
I mean, we can.
who
Personally,
let
just
people
personal
look
opinions.
through your phones for? Is that like a trust thing?
Did she let him or did she do
That's
what she
I'm
was
saying,
asleep?
like,
Yeah,
that's
that's
what I'm
good.
saying. Like, I'm like, girl, like, how did he even look through your phone? Do you mind writing back and telling us? Because like, I
What do
really
you
like
mean
to know that.
how? The same way girls be looking through
No,
guys'
I'm just saying, like,
phones.
in what context? Like, he's looked through your phone 4 times. Like, is it like kind of like what? But she didn't really look through his phone, the notification center. So
she
she's
don't
right.
got
I
his
didn't look through your
password.
phone.
She ain't slicker than him. He's slicker than her.
No, but I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like, he said you shouldn't be looking through my phone. She didn't look through your phone, sir. It was on the notification center. It's on your
Yeah,
screen.
That's still looking through your phone.
No, it's not.
It's
It came
not.
up. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie to you. I can't even tell you how many times I've seen a screen alert. I'd be
Y'all
like,
know how
looking.
notifications work. First off, my notifications, you have to like low key kind of click.
No, I've seen
No,
no.
it's
My
some,
like
people's,
notifications pop
some
up.
people's phones are set up to where if you get a notification,
It
even
shows
if
on your lock
it's even if
screen.
it's locked,
Yeah,
you
it
can
pops
see
up.
it.
It pops
There's
up.
some people's notifications like mine where it's like if you get a notification, it'll show you the app, but you won't see like what it is.
Yeah.
So she probably saw like 3 Tinder notifications, didn't see what it was, and so even if I don't see what it is, the fact that it's Tinder, it bothers me, and so that's why I actually
Yeah.
feel her. It doesn't,
Yeah.
and yeah, like I don't.
I didn't like how you flipped the switch.
But
like,
also,
what?
sis, I'm so confused. And this is no shade because maybe you're just not confrontational. But you asked him about Tinder. No, show me notification.
Oh shit.
Open your phone.
Open
I want to
your
see
phone.
what it said.
I
If
would feel like,
you already took it there. You already took it
Like,
there. Like you
go
might
all
as
the
well.
way
No,
finish.
bad. Take it all the way. That's what I said. I hate
it's like,
and the fact that he woke his ass out his sleep. First of all,
you get me like I was telling myself like if I'm gonna bring something, I might as well just go all
Bring
the
it.
way because like
Listen,
there's
and
no
that's what I'm
point
like-
half stepping in it.
Yes.
Like, let me
The
tell you what I fell into.
The fact she opened his eyes, men know when they're caught, bro.
Yes.
She's bold though because I could not lay down next to him. I
Huh?
would have.
You ain't like
I
why
would
would you
have.
act like you ain't stumbled across something you laid next to that person just like
No, actually, we're gonna talk about it right now.
no
We're gonna talk because I need like the same like fuel.
no it's not that because sometimes like that I realize feel you on that because that's been me but like sometimes you gotta let that cook because like sometimes you can like be so emotional like you
Yeah.
mishandle a
Sometimes you
situation
gotta let it cook.
you want to be able to like
You can't
stand
mishandle. You can't
No.
mishandle disrespect.
no but
No, you have to be
No,
able
like, the
because sometimes a
response
guy
to
can
disrespect.
gaslight you, and in your head you're like, damn, I
So
wish
you
I
need
would've said
to
it like
you need
this.
to know
you
your
can
you
be
need to be 3
emotional.
steps ahead.
Yeah,
You need to know.
actually,
Okay,
you
if
need
he
to be at the
responds
end,
this way,
basically.
this is how I'm gonna respond. If he
Yeah.
responds this way, this is where I'm gonna go. Like you got to be 3 steps. You got to think about it.
You gotta be like, ladies, be calm. You can't like no. You gotta be calm. And low key scares the man. Not
Yeah.
gonna lie. When you really calm, you've been really disrespected. Like, oh my gosh, which way she about to go? Just be calm. You have to be logical. You can't be emotional in those.
And then you have to find a way to bring it up so that he's not automatically going to the line.
Oh yeah,
Allow him to
Yeah.
kind of
fall into it. The truth.
reveal
No,
himself a
I
little bit where you could be
see-
like, okay, I'm glad you said this. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, so
Yeah.
you don't know somebody named so and so. Okay, so you didn't. Okay, it's
Yeah.
interesting because somebody named so and so said they saw you at this place.
See,
Interesting.
I don't know. I don't like half stepping and doing all that beating around the bush when it comes to certain things. And like,
neither.
I don't like when women do that either. Bring it up.
No, yeah,
say
you
exactly
can.
what the problem is. Like, I don't think that you should half step. I don't think you should beat around the bush. Like,
Like
say
this
exactly what it
situation.
is. Like,
Hold on,
because
this
then I
situation.
feel like once you start saying like, oh, you know, trying to do all this little, that's when they try to
Investigation.
manipulate you.
No,
like,
like this-
No,
no.
like, I don't mean like that. Because for instance, right? Say somebody said, oh, you know what? I saw your guy at Trader Joe's yesterday with the girl. And I say, okay, so you may ask him like, what'd you do yesterday? Oh, I didn't go out. You didn't go anywhere yesterday? No. So now in my head, I'm thinking like, okay. It's like, I'm just trying to paint the scene
Yeah.
just so, because what happens is you can go straight to it. He could be like, oh, I was with my homegirl, this and that. No, first you need to establish that you need to tell me you went to Trader Joe's by yourself. You need to tell me all this
Yeah.
stuff that when I bring it up to you, like, let me give you an example. So like there was one time, I'm gonna just bust myself out. There's one time I was at a guy's house. I saw a bunch of hair on the ground in the bathroom. So I'm looking at him like, whose hair is this? In my head, I'm like, I already know what he's gonna say. I'm like, oh, when was the last time your house cleaner was here? Oh, she hasn't been here in 2 weeks. I said, oh, really? I said, okay, did you have like recently have so-and-so this? No, I said, okay. I said, so whose hair is this?
Boom.
And it said, I know him. He would have been like, oh, that's the house cleaner. He was like, I don't know. Now, mind you, in my head, he's like, is it yours? I'm like, no, don't know. It could have been. But in my head, I just had to eliminate all the excuses first.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
Oh
in
my
this
gosh.
situation,
Oh my gosh.
it's black and white.
Triggering.
You saw the Tinder notification.
Oh,
Tell
yeah,
them you
yeah,
saw
yeah,
the Tinder
yeah.
No,
notification.
course, yeah,
I would have been like, oh my gosh, like, you know, so and so talking about the T up, like they're talking about like they air people out on Tinder.
No,
Yo,
no.
speaking
That
of-
would have pissed them off even
I know,
more.
like, speaking of Tinder, you had 3 notifications yesterday. I forgot to bring that up.
See,
What's that about?
No, I'm not gonna lie.
That's
Open the
like-
app and show
Yeah,
me
what
what it
is that
says.
about?
Like I straight up would have been like, "Hey, I saw these notifications on your phone. What is it about?"
So you gotta
like,
no, that
that's
sounds like
what-
someone's
no.
get ready to be
No,
real
that
rude.
because it's like
No, I would be with Crystal. Crystal's
no,
like,
I'm not half stepping when it
Or
comes to
first I would be like,
bullshit.
do you have Tinder? Oh, you have Tinder? And if he would have been like, no, why do you have Tinder notification? No, I'm not gonna lie. You're not gonna lie to my face.
You're not. You're gonna.
No,
only,
you're not.
Only thing
Do
you
you
have
have
to do is
Tinder?
tell me the truth, and that's the only option you got.
Bro.
Because if you tell me a lie,
Niggas be, oh, my homeboy downloaded that last
no.
week. He talked to a girl on my phone. Like, boy. Actually, see, this is why. No,
Everything
actually,
be your homeboey. Everything be your homeboy.
Yeah.
You found a condom. It's my homeboy.
Everything be your
Like, bro, don't
homeboy.
piss
Oh
me
my
off.
gosh.
Like, don't
Boy.
piss me off.
that should be pissing me.
it's always the
Everything is your
homeboys.
homeboy. Like, don't
Like,
piss me off.
God, we looking
bro.
at your friends like they dirty as hell.
And like it's just like, and then like y'all
What time is
stop
you?
being so sloppy too. Like
Whew, that's the one.
But yeah, long story short, you're not. It's a red
That's crazy.
flag for
It's a
me.
red
Like,
flag.
I probably would have dipped just off of the simple fact that, like I
you
said,
would have left in the middle of the night.
no.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
he was he at her house?
I thought she
Yeah,
was at his house.
he would have to go.
He's at her.
But no, but again, it's
You
not.
would wake him up to go.
But it wasn't. It's because again, the Tinder. I feel like we could have maybe talked through that. Even though for me, it's a little bit of like a yellow flag. It's the way he responded.
Yeah.
After that, you have to go because like what? Don't try to play me in my house.
Get out of my house
now.
And then ask you why I went through your phone when I'm charging your phone for you,
Doing
Even
you a
then,
as I
favor.
do every
That should be
night.
the last time
man.
you
You
do that.
negligent boy. Because
Yeah.
why are you not charging? Yeah, no.
Yeah, but also snaps for you, sis, because it seems like you are very self-aware and you are
Yeah.
your head was in the moment
Yep,
because you
honestly.
clocked everything he was doing and
Yep.
like you didn't fall for anything. You didn't take the bait. Even when you said you felt like he was trying to give you the silent treatment punishment, it took me a long time to even realize that
That's
was like
the
a
thing.
manipulation tactic. So like
Yeah, it
honestly,
is.
you're doing amazing.
Oh my gosh, y'all! Like that silent treatment, is
Bro, and you know, I feel like all guys do. He'll text her like maybe 2-3 days and be like, and say her name. This be like Crystal. I hate when people do like, don't
Like,
text me
don't
my
piss
name.
me
Like, what do you want?
off.
Say what you don't text me my name.
literally.
They're trying to check the temperature.
Or
That's
like,
all.
hey, how
They
are
know they
you?
did too
Why are
much.
you asking me how am I doing? What do you mean how am I? I don't like you.
Literally. We just were beefing.
Literally, no, we still beefed out. Like nothing
Bro.
you can say to me would make me happy right now. So
Speaking of beefed out.
Ooh, yes.
Speaking of beefed out, y'all. So I do want to know how y'all feel about the whole Jackie Christie and Chantal situation, which is her daughter. I don't say recently, but a couple weeks ago. Well, she's on. Her daughter is, as y'all know, Jackie Christie has been a Basketball Wives legend. Like she's been there since
OG.
season 1 or 2. But
Oh, the LA, right?
basketball, yeah. And so, you know, people love and hate her, but I feel like over time people have grown to love her because she's been authentically herself over the years.
Absolutely.
Now her daughter is on the show. To be fair, to be honest, I don't know why because I don't know.
neither.
I know she recently had a child. I don't know maybe if it was with an athlete or not. I'm not sure.
Isn't Jackie Christie part of producer? Is she?
I don't know if she has producer credit.
Okay.
I'm
like,
Tam,
shouldn't they have
not Tammy.
consulted
What's her
her
name?
for that?
Shawnee does.
Oh, okay.
Shawnee O'Neal has
Oh,
producer credit.
Yeah.
But I don't know if Jackie does. But yeah, like now her daughter is on the episode, and you know Jackie has had like a tumultuous relationship with more her children over time. She's been very transparent about that. But this season, you can see them going at it multiple times. There was one recent episode where Jackie. They were going back and forth. Jackie was constantly trying to like diffuse the situation. She was trying to walk away. And I think her daughter was agitating the situation. Her daughter was doing a lot. And I think her daughter put her hands on her first.
Yeah, she like.
So Chantal,
I think because Jackie, like, I don't know if Jackie tried to like maybe like walk past her or something like
Yes,
that.
and
she took it as
she pushed her. I don't know. She did something, but she was definitely provoking her mom. Like Chantal was definitely provoking Jackie.
The spirit of reality TV into her body, I think.
For sure. And at the end of the clip, you can just see Jackie retaliate and hits her back.
As she should have.
And
She should've
so
slapped her the
afterward-
first time in the middle and harder. Should've
So
beat her up,
afterwards,
actually,
you can see, I know Chantal did an interview with Carlos King, I believe.
she's
taking
sitting
zero
down for
accountability.
interviews is crazy.
Taking zero accountability.
She's disrespectful.
She kind of just basically said that, like, you guys don't know my mom. I know my mom. I've been, you know, she was like, you guys don't know the relationship. You don't know how she is. She's very manipulative. She's this, she's that, she's that. She basically is doing a smear campaign on her mother, the one who birthed her, which is, to me, is just crazy. But she's doing this whole smear campaign, just saying honestly bad things about her mom. And again, not taking accountability. Now, from the viewer's perspective, I didn't watch the episode, but I watched the clip. From the viewer's perspective, Chantel is wrong. Like, full
She's
out
gonna be wrong on any angle. That's
Like,
your parent.
And
It
like,
doesn't
yeah.
matter.
And like, I'm trying to look at it from a perspective of like, you know, understand, because I do understand that some people definitely have tumultuous relationships with their
Right.
parents. Like, they have, like, respectfully, some people have evil moms. Like, some people
True.
have very, you know, evil-spirited mothers. So I'm trying to look at it from that perspective, but I don't see Jackie giving that in any situation. So it's hard for me to, like, have grace towards Chantel.
Right.
Like, it's just hard for me to see her perspective. It's hard for me to see anything
Right.
where she's coming from, to be
It's
honest.
actually an unfortunate situation, but at the end of the day, like, I know people don't like to hear this as your parent. At the end of the day, like, family business is to be behind the camera.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it does not matter how beefed out you are with your mom, your brother, your dad, whatever. The masses don't need to see that.
The masses
I'm
don't
not gonna lie,
need
that
to see
situation was
it.
mishandled. And I think that Jackie behaved like any mom would do. It's so crazy that she did on camera. Because it's like,
she could've
any
did
other mom would
worse.
have like, they would have been like, cut the camera. No,
No.
you know, since you want to try me today on a
Cut the
platform that's
cameras.
mine, I'm going to show you who's your mom today. And then after that, that's it. You're done.
That part.
See, that's what people don't understand. Like, there's certain things you do to your parents that you're done. And to me,
Yeah.
Chantel, you're done. Like, there's nothing you can do, no interview you can sit down to justify what you did.
What you did. And I feel
you're
like
provoking the mom that carried you for 9 months. You sound silly.
I also
You sound silly.
So
It's not your homegirl.
I feel like okay, so in that situation, like with the physical thing, the physical fight, I think that Chantal was wrong because in that clip you can clearly see that she was like
Trying
the
to
aggressor.
defeat, yeah.
She was provoking her, you know, and I think she's the one who took it to that level. But I don't think that Chantal is wrong for the feelings that she actually has towards her mom. I think that she should not have gone on this show because they clearly have unresolved issues from her entire childhood and her entire life. And I think that over the years, it has been shown that Jackie actually has not been a good mom at all. Like,
I can't speak on that. That reality
Yeah.
TV paints things. We don't know. You're
Well,
not in their family to say that.
I know I'm not.
Yeah.
But she's even talked about it. She's talked about how she, you know, sometimes she hasn't been like the best mom, whatever the case may
which
be.
every mom
That's
can say,
everybody's
though.
mom.
Every mom.
That doesn't make you a bad mom.
Because even her other daughter Takara, who is the one who actually in reality was the one who
spoke
like the
up
black
about-
sheep of the family.
Yeah.
She recently even came out and said, you know, her and her mom have made peace or whatever, and that Jackie just is like a victim of however she's been raised. Because she said, if you know my mom's real story, like you would understand her. She deserves a lot more grace. So I mean, for her to say that, I have to just take her side.
And I agree. Like, I just think that they just have unresolved issues. But like I said, we can't fault Chantal for how
Absolutely.
she feels.
Absolutely.
It's how she handled it. I don't think
It's-
it's her
yeah,
feelings.
sure.
or-
it's
You
about
mishandled the
It's
situation.
about how she's handling it
But
now.
now no one cares how you feel now because how you handled it.
And then not even just that, I think that like probably what's making her even more upset is the fact that she's the one now looking like she is
The bully.
the issue.
You are.
Whenever her mom probably was the issue originally, but now it just looks like you just want to continue
Right.
to drag this out.
And that's why
and
you
now
don't do
you're
that.
the issue.
right.
I think also, and this may sound some kind of way, I don't really give a fuck, but at some point we have to take accountability for our own lives. I do think as grown women, it's kind of hard to have sympathy for somebody who is like lugging like what they want to consider like family trauma. When actually it's like, Chantel, we've seen you on Basketball Wives in a whole different light. Like Jackie brought you on her platform. You didn't have this trauma you actually are claiming you had now. Even when Takara tried to speak up on it, you were trying to say
shutting
that
her-
didn't happen.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
so for you to come now 10 years later on the same platform that your mom created for herself and try to shit on your mom and ice her out, it's like I'm really not falling for it, because at this point it's like you're too grown and you can actually choose to be or not be in these spaces. So you choosing to be around your mom
Like,
and claiming trauma
for
to me
money,
just
yeah.
doesn't
Yeah,
like
and the things I feel like,
align.
see, greed, like, because think about it, like, if you're not even in a space to deal with that, like, I'm not gonna, like, don't put yourself in that
Don't
position.
put yourself in
And
that
so at the end of the
position.
day, I have to side with Michelle that we get to a point where we do have to take accountability for stuff. At the end of the day, you might not have a good relationship with your parents, but at the same time, like, that whole blame thing gotta end. Like, you gotta be the change you want to see.
Yeah, and then I also feel like
Sorry.
it's the fact that what I missed it,
No.
but it's also the fact that like
Sorry.
it's also the fact that like you can see like in every scene that like Jackie is trying to like just not bring it up. And she's trying her hardest to like bring it up, keep talking, calling her mom out her name. And she's literally like, okay, whatever, Chantal. And she just keeps going. And I'm like,
you want it. It's like you want it.
You want this.
And it's like, I'm not a mom, but I can imagine how Jackie felt like, you know what? Like, you pushed me to the wall. Now I have to discipline you. But so you're a kid to her now. She has to discipline, because at the end of the day, y'all, at the end of the day, if Jackie didn't do that they would have went in on her. You have to discipline your child. Like she's trying to fight you. Like
Jackie has every right to
I understand that,
herself.
but we have to look at it like this. Like your child is provoking you.
Yeah.
Your child is provoking you.
She looking at what my mama.
Set an example.
I'd still be on the ground.
Yeah. No, like I wouldn't be up. Honestly, I'd probably be in a coma now. Because like it's just like sleep you so hard. Sleep you so hard.
National television.
And then on the ground still like it's like, are you sick? Like,
and Nigerians not give a fuck about
they
no camera.
don't.
Bro.
I don't care if they're on national news,
bro.
Let them broadcast
Literally.
things.
And then she would have
so they see how disrespectful you are.
And you're filming me.
Mind you. No, because even have you ever gotten like slapped in the grocery store? Like they don't give a fuck where you are.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. I saw that. I'm like, I was just like, oh my gosh, like that's all that happened.
Yeah,
like that's all your mom did.
They probably edited.
Your mom should have like, oh my gosh.
No, okay.
Like,
to give it even context, right? Because after they had went downstairs, after Chantel went downstairs, she pretty much told them like, my mom just hit me. They were like, she left out the part of like Jackie trying to walk away. She left out the
so she manipulated it.
Put hands on her first. So they immediately like rallied behind her and all the other stuff. So
and why are you snitching on your mama to her?
Yeah. So Ming recently
which is weird. Linking up with your mom's ops is weird.
Yes, dummy.
So Ming recently came out because you know they're not having a reunion.
She hates her mom.
Ming recently came out and said
they're
that,
not?
No. So when she saw that footage, I think because, I mean, a lot of people are trying to cancel them, which I'm like, stop trying to cancel Basketball Wives, Josh, reality TV.
No,
but
the show needs to die.
Yeah, but they feel like Shawnee went too far by even making this family drama like a storyline, so they're trying to cancel her. And you know, Shawnee's the first lady now, so I guess they don't want to have a reunion. But Ming came forward and she was like, that was their first time actually seeing it, how it played out. So she was like, she was very mad at Chantel because she was like, she felt manipulated. And she was like, on top of that, she reached out to the producers and was like, is this unedited footage? Is this edited? Producers assured her that it's unedited, meaning that nothing happened before that, nothing like that. So once she got that confirmation, like she was very annoyed and she was like, honestly, I made it very clear, like I never want to get in between that, all the other stuff.
Yeah, she came out and apologized.
Yeah, she apologized and she was like, I didn't know the full story. The way
Chantel
Chantel made it seem was like completely different than how it's playing out on TV, and they all feel done.
As they should. But I mean, but you also shouldn't be getting involved in family drama.
But the thing is, they tried to. But imagine someone coming down and being like, Jackie just hit me. And they're like, what the hell?
I'm sorry. If one of you guys came to me and was like, my mom just hit me, that's none of my business.
Yeah.
Like, what?
I'd be like, oh, what did you do?
What did you do?
Yeah,
I would literally ask you, like, what did you do?
Then like, I'm going to know you're keeping them. What did you really do, bro? Like, warrant that.
Yeah,
like,
because if your mom, for your mom to hit you at this big age, what did you do for real?
What did you do?
And then you're sitting at the table with your mom's peers. Like, what are you trying
as if,
to
like,
do?
you and her are mates. Okay, that's one thing I think that in society now, we are condoning and promoting weird behavior. Because, like, this is not the first I've seen, like, people challenging their parents in front of cameras. Like, I think that's weird. Like, at some point, I get it. You can be upset with your parents, but there has to be a level of respect. It doesn't matter. Like,
that's why I can never do reality TV.
No, because I can't tolerate stuff like not for cameras.
Bro,
like,
but at the same time, like I said, I think there are exceptions. I think that like just depending on what your level of trauma was growing up and depending on like what your parents put you through, sometimes that respect does go out the window, like especially whenever it comes like if it's like there's sexual abuse, there's like physical abuse, things like that, like I think that at that point, like
as you get older,
absolutely,
definitely for sure, and you have a mind of your own.
Absolutely.
Yes, for sure.
I just think that violence towards your parents, like, of course, that situation, that's different. See, we're not talking about, I don't know what Chantel's issue is with Jackie.
Which, to be fair, she's never came out and said,
and
like,
even when Jackie tried to ask her, she's like avoiding it. I'm like,
so to me, it's like, maybe it's a thing where she felt like Jackie wasn't there for a period of her life. That's different. But that to me does not warrant you trying to like get physical with your mom.
Yeah.
See, you're trying to like, you wanted her to hit you.
And
like,
then you saying, that's why my dad's going to divorce you. I'm
and
like,
it's like, and then how dare you come
Doug
for your
loved
mom's
the fuck out of Jackie. He is not going nowhere.
Try to hit her where it hurts.
Y'all, I would have.
Like, I don't know. It's
What?
just all weird.
I would have probably blacked out. What's the slap for?
It's all weird. It's all
you want me to treat you like a bitch off the street? Okay, and you're talking about my husband.
And the crazy part is Jackie walked away from that conversation so many times. Every time I tried to attempt to have a conversation, Jackie would get up, leave, She did not want to have that conversation. You can tell
Because she was trying
on
to be
camera.
an adult about
And
it.
that one time when she was like, okay, Chantel, let's talk. What's the issue? What do you think the issue is? You tell me. Well, every time I did it, I'm like, okay, so clearly, Chantel, you don't want to talk
And
about
low-key,
the
she
issue.
was putting on for the cameras too.
She was.
And you didn't. And you know what's crazy? That when I saw how like the still form of like when Chantel, the aftermath of that slap, she was confused.
Girl,
she
said-
didn't think her mama was gonna do that. See, that's why y'all if you want to, that mouth better be ready for that slap because moms come quick with it too. You don't see it coming. Like,
But at the same time, I'm like, you know your mama. Like, you was low-key trying her.
no,
You
you
was.
get me.
You were
Like,
asking
and your
for it.
mom had to literally like prove a point. Like you know I get down. Like
She was cruising
You know,
for
I
a
get
bruise.
you like, you know when these cameras are off, you do not talk like this. Like
You
this is,
know
and you
how
think
I
these
get
cameras are gonna stop me from touching you? See, y'all, stop trying your parents, bro. Like, like,
So I want to talk about Janae and Kenny
Ooh,
from
yes.
Love Island, which is another very public relationship. So Janae and Kenny are from season 6 of Love Island, which was the previous season before this last one. So they were going on being together for about a year at this point. And then they recently came out and said that Janae and Kenny had broken up. At first, we really didn't know the reasons why. And then probably less than a week later, it came out that Kenny, from my understanding, there was like some text messages that Janae had like seen. And it basically said that Kenny, he doesn't even like Black women. He is just dating her for the publicity. And he can't wait until this relationship is over so that he can fuck a lot of bad bitches. And then also I had heard that, which I don't know if this is true, but they had on the little spinoff show they have on Peacock right now for that season 6, they had went to like a show, like a party, like a Peacock party. And apparently like one of Kenny's side chicks came up to her, or like someone that Kenny was.
Girl, that was alleged.
Was it alleged?
That was somebody just running some random stuff. Like,
Okay, so that wasn't real? Okay.
That was
Okay, so really it was a text message.
everybody came out and was like, that didn't happen.
Okay.
So, even
So-
she came out
I'll
and
say
said
that was
something.
legend.
No,
Like,
because they was running with that the first 24 hours before it was
I was
confirmed.
like, but so Janae came out and she posted on her Instagram basically saying like Kenny's trash. Everyone came out in support of Janae, Serena, Leah,
all her friends pretty much.
all her friends. And then Kenny had actually posted on his Instagram saying that, you know, this is really hard to be going through a public breakup like this, especially like such a large public breakup, and how he is not doing well at this time. And, you know, he's just taking the time to, you know, recoup and whatever the case may be. But like he lost in that day, I think like over 300,000 followers. Like he went from close to 1 million. And when I had looked, he was like at less than like 600,000 followers.
Yeah, I mean, they were all Janae's fans anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Followers he got left probably just forgot to unfollow him.
how, like, so how would y'all handle that? Like, let's say that y'all have such a public breakup. Like, would y'all come out and say anything? Like, would you like go back and forth with the person? Would y'all even post?
I mean,
No.
no. I feel, to
Shame.
be honest, before she posted, her friends posted for her. So there's that. I mean, it's easy to say like, oh, don't address anything, but they had a public relationship. So I think like I would have to come out and at least like we're not together, because don't associate me. Don't ask me nothing. Nothing. Like we're not together anymore. Wish
there
him
might
the
be like a
best.
formal statement.
Yeah, like a little, you know, iOS press, like done. But other than that, like I think she handled it well. Like she hasn't said, which she hasn't said much. She could have, she really could have, but she hasn't really said much. But I'm not gonna lie, like I think whatever he's getting, he deserves, because it's like the loss of followers. Like honestly, let's take it back to the season. I'm not gonna lie, I was actually kind of shocked that they lasted as long as they did.
Yes.
Because even during the season, it's kind of seemed like she liked him more than he did.
but
and
then
that's
he
no
started crying. I don't know. When he
Yeah,
started
because I feel like the
crying-
pressure was on.
tears.
She put that pressure on him. She did. I did. Like 'cause
He saw
even-
the final
'cause
slipping away from him.
Yes, that's what it was. Because even when he came back with that girl, it was on par. Like they didn't have a strong relationship before he went to Casa Amor. So
Yeah.
even when she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna flip out," I was like, "Janae, why would you flip
Why?
out? Y'all coupled up maybe
Like
a week
2
prior
days.
to, like not even a week, like a couple of days before Casa Amor." So that was giving very much like. And then he also saw his counterparts like you had
Locking in.
like locking in. He kind of just was like, I don't know what's going on, guys. Like this is too much. Them tears wasn't real. Like
wasn't
it just never gave to me. I'm sorry. Like I just felt like, yeah, I just felt like they just weren't really suited. I mean, they looked good together. I think that we saw Janae happy, so it's like, okay, we got on board. But like, no, I think this was very much an eye opener for her. I think that
Was it?
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? You're right. Because now she's with Key Glock, and I'm very like,
very
part
confused.
baby.
She's dating Key Glock.
Girl, we saw her in a video with Key Glock, and she purposely
came
stepped
to
the
camera.
camera so we could see her in this cute outfit. And mind you,
Key Glock was doing an interview with TMZ, and like
I saw that. So
they would have panned to her anyway. They see you standing there, girl.
Yeah, I don't know. Like he was just answering some questions, and the next thing you know, Janae walks up like, "Hey, we gotta go," and we're looking like,
She's like,
girl,
hey. I'm like,
you know,
girl,
how, like it was giving the same energy where it's like she walks out of his room in his t-shirt, like, girl, what? Like, what the hell?
Yeah, he put his hand up to the camera.
No,
He did.
let her.
He put the hand up to the camera to like
okay.
stop recording.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, she wanted to be
Key
seen.
Glock is a very private
But
kind
they
of
think that
dude.
they're filming a music
that's what
video.
she said. She said that they're filming something.
It was giving very flirtatious, and Janae has those flirtatious eyes.
they walked
Yeah.
away-
Doing
they walked away
then
holding
aren't you just a
hands.
cat?
They call TMZ. Anyway.
I don't know. I feel like
Never seen a
hope
Key
she's
Glock
not
interview.
I hope she's
What's
not
last
with
time? What's
Key
last
I
time y'all
have.
seen a Key Glock?
I have. He
TMZ
just
stop
dropped
Key
the
Glock.
album like 2
No
months
bad.
ago. And plus, Young Dolph's case just started. So yeah, you can see why everybody's on him.
I was hoping that a nice young athlete would have came into her
Yeah,
DM, so
Key Glock?
she would have, but like maybe she's just having fun right now.
Yeah,
Which
honestly.
Key Glock, I'm sorry, Key Glock has so many allegations against him about his last relationship that he was
I'd
in.
rather her with
Yeah,
him than
like,
that
like
man who don't like
allegations.
black
Like,
women.
yeah.
Like,
you know what? It's a step up because he's black. I'll say that
Okay,
much.
like, he
I'll
like- that
say
guy likes
that
black
much, and
women.
that's it. Like,
that guy likes black women.
but I
With
do
someone
feel
who
like
likes her kind.
I do feel like it's kind of like
Just
in terms
funsies.
of like faithful, like it's a lateral movement. Like, girl, I don't know, you're not gonna get much out of him if you
Yeah.
want a relationship. Let's be real. But like, have fun, girl.
Yeah,
Do
you never
whatever.
know.
Like,
Yeah.
she's a young girl. She's still young. So it's like,
Yeah.
do whatever you want. Like, have fun. But like, you're not gonna get no serious nothing out of him.
Nothing.
Yeah.
But like, I think between Janae and Kenny and low key Whitney and Lock-In, the lesson here is date your kind. I'm sorry, date your kind, because
But
like,
is
why are
Kenny
we
not
having
Afro
these issues?
Latino or he Dominican?
He's not black. It doesn't. He's not black.
No black. Okay.
You have to be
Yeah,
black to be Afro Latina. Like, there's no, like, the color of your skin is not black, so you're not black. You are a white passing man. So yeah, like, I don't.
Yeah.
I think he is Hispanic, but I don't know. Like,
I don't
you're
know
not
where he's
black.
from.
He's
Yeah,
Dominican.
yeah, he could be Dominican, but you're not black. So
No,
there's that.
I feel
But-
like-
Is his parents black?
The Dominican.
I don't think the color of your skin determines.
No, I
if you're
think
Afro,
a lot of Dominican people. Because to
Yeah,
me, I'm not
because
gonna
you could
lie.
be
All the way
white Puerto
correct.
Rican, you could be black. Sorry,
Look
white Cuban, you could be black Cuban. There's white Cubans and black Cubans, but like,
To me, he definitely gives.
I mean, I guess
Afro
'cause-
Latino, but a lot of Dominicans they just don't qualify. I mean, don't identify as black.
Yeah, because like I feel like you would have to have like some type of like descendant of like
Africa,
But that's
African
most
Europe-
Dominicans.
which is true.
But there's like some. But if you think about it, some Dominicans they look like Mexican, and some Dominicans look like.
Kenny don't look black to y'all? Am I tripping?
Can't
He has.
his skin is
But y'all-
white.
it's
Kenny
just-
looks. Kenny
y'all-
looks.
What I keep
mixed.
saying, his skin's
Stop
white.
saying that.
Kenny
Like,
looks mixed.
let's stop saying that, guys. I don't think we're. I don't know if like your skin color determines if you're Afro Latino or not.
No,
No,
it
okay.
determines if you're black. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, your
Oh.
skin color determines your ethnicity.
Yeah.
So that's
Okay.
what I'm referring
But-
to. He's not.
To me,
African
racially,
American.
I thought racially he's black a lot, but in the Dominican community, they really struggle with
Spanish,
identifying as
yeah.
Afro Latina.
Yeah, they do.
So I
I
mean,
think I feel like America.
That's
really
where the
focuses
whole-
on that Afro Latino.
Me
stuff.
no
I just
black-
think they just were Spanish.
me no black, me Dominican.
Yeah, that's where it came
That's where it
from.
came from.
I mean,
But he
But
just
who
said
did-
he doesn't like
he
black
like black
girls.
women,
So
so
it's like
That's
you.
okay.
He doesn't
identify
identify as.
Afro Latina.
I mean, black
But he does
guys
not
say that.
identify as an African American
no, but
or
oh,
Afro
yeah.
Latino. So he's
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, in respectfully, like, I think it's kind of the same thing. Like, a lot of biracial, like, if they're white or black, they kind of get to decide what you know what
Yeah.
your what you resonate with. And if
This
you
is so
don't feel as
crazy.
though, you know what I mean? Because if you didn't really grow up with your black side, your African American side, then I'm not going to consider myself
Yeah.
African American. Same thing with white. If I didn't grow up with them, if I don't
Yeah.
really talk to, like, you know what I mean?
It's
Like, I'm
so
not going to
crazy.
consider myself white.
It's kind of like what Amaya, that she was forced to come out and be like, okay, y'all, I do identify as black, whatever, this and that, da da da. I'm like,
That's so crazy. I knew this girl back in like growing up, and like she was a twin. She was white. Her brother was black. The mom and dad was black. Mom was white. They're twins. Dad brother was black. She was white. And like I remember it used to be so weird because she didn't identify as a black woman.
I mean, well,
Of course,
racially, I
but
guess she
it's like
wasn't.
it's just
Her
like
skin was white then.
it was so crazy. Like just the division. Like I was like, dang, that has to like be tough in your house.
As a twin, yeah.
Yeah, your brother's black and you're white, but y'all, you know what I'm saying?
I
Same
think
mom
it's
and
just-
dad.
I guess I think it just depends. Like, because
Must be
I do
difficult.
have one nursing friend, and she's kind of the same way. So, like, her mom's white, her dad's black, but she grew up primarily with her white side, but she still considers herself a black woman. Like, that's what she says. But she was like, I just don't really identify with my dad's black family because she didn't grow up with them.
Okay.
But she still considers herself like a black woman. So I think it really just depends on what you want to identify yourself
What
as.
she look like?
Yeah.
She looks like a very, very light skin.
So you can tell she's
Black
black
girl.
in her. African
Barely.
descendant.
Oh, you said barely.
You can barely tell.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel her for
She,
not. I feel
but she
her
wears
for doing
braids.
that.
She wears braids. So it's
What
like
does that mean?
she
They
has
wear
to.
braids too.
She has to. No.
Anyways,
Okay, to bring it back to the Janae and Kenny thing, I think it's interesting because before I watched Beyond the Villa, like you said, Crystal, like I was kind of like hesitant about like, okay, is this a real relationship or not or whatever? Because especially if you have all these contracts, it's kind of hard to actually break up. Like y'all been dating, all of a sudden you have a contract to shoot this episode. You have all these couple commercials you have to shoot. How can you possibly feel like you want to leave that relationship when it's earning you money? You know, I mean, well, that's a different story. But
wait, what'd you say, Nikki?
she said Nicolandria, but that's a different story. But I will say that in watching Beyond the Villa, I think it's a case study in ignoring red flags because at first I know a lot of people came out and was like it's editing, but now with what we know, to me it's not editing. There are so many instances where there are like gigantic red flags that their relationship is not quite where everyone else's is, to the point where she's gaslighting herself. Like even they were supposed to they all moved to LA for the summer. They were supposed to live together. Last minute, Kenny decides he doesn't want to live with her. And so she's kind of having a conversation and she was like, well, maybe it's me. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe. And like Leah, who's her friend, had to look at her and was like, hold on, don't make this a you thing. She's like, you're not tripping. Hold on. She literally had to stop her friend and check her, just like, you're not tripping. Which to me shows that Leah has a perception of relationship that we clearly don't have as a viewer, because for Leah to be like, he's tripping, it shows me that they probably realize that this nigga's not that into you. And Janae's just convincing herself that everything's normal. Like the nigga don't want to live with her. Like
don't want to live in the same state as her.
Stonewalling her. And then they have a conversation where they're talking about, okay, well, what did you tell our friends? And he's like, well, I told our friends that we decided not to live together. And she's like, well, I hope you didn't tell them that because I already had a conversation with them and I told them that I wanted to live with them and you didn't want to live with me. I want to live with you and you didn't want to live with me. He goes quiet, literally. Serial killer quiet. Does not talk to the entire restaurant. The entire day. In fact, the producers come in and is like, what is going on? You know? So to me, I'm like,
it's
Janae.
off his face.
Yeah, it was so weird. So I'm like, Janae, you're not seeing this?
It's crazy because it seems like being a lover girl is difficult.
It is.
Like I consider myself a lover girl, but a restricted lover girl. Like there are things that like okie doke I would never fall for. Like there are some things that just no. Like there are some red flags where I'm like I can never look past because it's so clear and evident. You know what I mean? But I just think in the society of dating, like being a lover girl is like, I don't even know if that's even the way to go anymore. Like you got to keep your heart 3 stacks.
You do got to
like,
keep your heart. But I also feel like, unfortunately, not every situation, but a lot of women who are lover girls are also male-centered. And so they'll do.
Girl, you said something.
But and I feel like they'll do anything to make a relationship work. Yeah. They'll do anything to have that picture perfect. You know that picket fence. And it's just like you're purposely ignoring these things because you want to be in a relationship. And that's what I feel like the problem is. It's like because I can see red flags and walk away, but you're seeing red flags and like, you know what? Let's save face. And to me, I'm just like, that's where we have to draw the line. Like, I don't.
You can see just see a red flag and like restructure your movements, bro. Like, it doesn't mean fall forward. Like, it's just like, see things for what it is and like restructure yourself. Like, at the end of the day, like you can like men like you, but you don't need to lose your dignity behind liking men.
You can have
like,
that fairy tale ending.
I think that's why it's important for me, I think like one of my biggest things is I'm going to be with a man that actually shows that he likes me more than I like him.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think that that's really important because I think that shows like true intentions. I'll be honest, like if you're constantly the one that's chasing,
but like also too, can we talk about that? Okay. So I feel like that's an unwritten rule that I feel like we got to stop saying out loud. But I feel like now there are unwritten rules that we are now saying out loud as people that's why things are changing in dating, because that's an unspoken rule. Like that is like a woman will educate other women on that, but like we're not supposed to say it out loud. And I think I want like in society, it's so crowded. Just having a conversation with another woman about this, it's like I want us as a world, like women, gotta stop giving out the game like out there like that. Men really should know that. They should, because now a man, no, just let me land real quick. A man's men hear that now, and like they now think they the I'm not gonna like you more than me. You gonna like me more than I like you if you want me to be with you type stuff. Men are now like rewriting rules. You know what I'm saying? And like that's just what's happening. And I wish, I'm not gonna lie, like I see it on TikTok all the time, and so I'm like, guys, let's stop saying the quiet part loudly. Like we don't need to talk about these things.
A man heard that and was like, and so
I don't think that. I don't necessarily agree. I don't think that just because you're saying it out loud that this is now changing up the dating game. That clearly that man's not meant for you. Like if any man is going to make you chase him, if any man is going to say like, no, you need to show that you like me more, that man is not meant for you. I
understand that.
I feel like you can tell the person that is meant for you, hey, I believe that a man is supposed to like me more than I like him. And if he's meant for you, he's going to do it. Right. I'm sorry. Like, and that's just how I feel. Like, at the end of the day, people have to stop ignoring red flags and stop trying to make someone perfect for you that is not meant for you.
No, I don't even think that was the point I was trying to make. I'm just saying, like, it's just, we're saying the quiet, like, we don't need to, there's certain things I feel like, as game, it just like that. Certain we just gotta stop saying out loud now.
Who's
it's
saying
like,
it out loud though?
The world. Like there's so many things. Like for example, I'm gonna get away from this Love Island talk real quick. So for example, like we got girls over here on like Instagram and TikTok telling people about how like going out by yourself, going to the bar, doing all like the strategy behind. You're teaching people game about what girls do. Like there are certain things that we do as women that like I feel like we don't need to be telling men what we do out loud. Like it's not. That's not
like going out to the bar by yourself to catch a man.
But it's TikTok though.
But like,
I think
it's cool. Y'all are missing my point.
Well, because if I don't know if I'm missing my point.
Y'all are. Like
the reason why I don't think I'm missing the point is because, but what I'm saying is I don't agree. So for ages, women have been going out to the bars. Quite frankly, if we're being honest, people thought that women that go out to the bars by themselves a lot of the times can be 304s, and that's actually an unwritten rule. So I think that there's always going to be things that people know, but I think by you telling someone like, hey, like try to find a nice bar and, you know, try to go to a happy hour. And then, you know, that's how you network with people. I don't think that that's now being like, oh, that's messing up the dating game. I don't think that that's the case.
I mean, I see what you're saying too, but
like,
I mean, it's fair, but I mean, I think a lot of times when it's being given as advice, it's because you have a woman-centered following. Like that CHRISTIE girl on TikTok, she don't want men following her. She's like, my advice is for the women and the women who understand me, and that's it. Like men, sorry, you have to hear this, but like I have 300,000 other women who are going to appreciate this advice. So I mean, it just depends. But
also, I also feel like that advice isn't really rooted in how y'all treat each other in a relationship. When I originally heard that advice, it was just rooted in how women love men and how men love women. So even as a woman, the way you love a man when you love him, it will probably be you'll probably love twice as hard as a man who loves you half as much. You know, so in order to find a man who's gonna meet your energy, he has to overly love you. And I think that's just where it came from. Like you have to get that energy. You're only gonna get an energy from a man who step into the level of how you step if he like cherishes you. And so I think it's more just advice to women to just say, don't go for a man who's like being passive about how he feels about you, or you're constantly setting the dates and all those other things, because that's probably a man who doesn't like you that much. And a guy who has all the energy, you may feel like he's smothering you and all the other stuff. In actuality, that's what you need. That's the energy you're going to need to be able to sustain the relationship. So I think that's what it's kind of rooted in. I do agree that, I mean, there may be some men who take that advice, who take that and maybe love bomb you. And if you like, if you don't really think too much about the advice, you can be manipulated by somebody who wields that against you. But at the same time, that's where discernment kind of comes in. So
you have to understand like love bombing. Like you have to be able to pick through men and be like, he's love bombing me. Like, and I think that there are red flags that go along with love bombing to where you're able to say like, hey, actually, this is the act. Like, this is not really how you feel at all.
What I wanted to bring up is, because we're on the like notion of like love bombing and like, you know, doing male decentering men, stuff like that. So just recently, Cash Doll was on the Shade Room, sat down for an interview, and she was talking about like her career and like her relationship. And she stated that lately, like, you know, she's been choosing like the natural route, rocking her natural tresses, not wearing makeup. And when asked about that, she said that her man actually prefers her not to wear makeup. And I'm not very quite sure if he said the natural hair as well. But my question is to y'all that, how do y'all feel about like women changing like their appearance behind a man? Like just like, just because like someone says like, oh, I'd rather you wear your natural hair, they now stop wearing braids, they stop wearing sew-ins, and they just like start rocking their natural hair because their man said that's what they want.
I think it depends on what that's rooted in. For instance, like if you're the type of person where you're wearing makeup and you're wearing wigs and all other things because you feel insecure about being natural, and you find a man who actually makes you feel comfortable in your skin and like makes you feel beautiful without makeup, makes you feel beautiful, all that, and it gives you the courage to do that, then that's different. But there are some women who they just love wearing makeup, they love wearing wigs. So if you date somebody who doesn't see that and is like dimming your light for ulterior motives, then it's kind of like, to me, that's kind of sad. Like to see like a baddie lose her wings. To be honest.
Because in the on the comments, like a lot of women have been like ripping her up. They're like, "Girl, what? Like, stand up." Like at the end of the day, like he can't dictate this. But it's like, to me personally, if I'm capable of like, if I know I look good with or without makeup, I feel like I have the right to walk outside without makeup.
And I think that's where Cash Doll is.
Like I don't think it has to do with like me telling you that my man prefers that. Every man prefers a woman without makeup. If we were really being real, but me, I didn't take it as like the reason why she's doing that because Cash Doll is an entertainer. She has to do all those things already. So to me, that's like a break off of that. Like, dang, I can be with someone that I don't have to do that with. However, me personally, when I'm dating someone or if I'm with someone, I'm always gonna be out in makeup. And they can be like, oh, I don't want you. I'm
still gonna.
Because to me, it's like I ain't doing it for you. I'm doing it for myself.
Yeah.
See, I think that's where the problem is. Like, it kind of piggybacks off your point. If you're doing it for someone else and not for yourself, then that's where I think.
But I feel like she's just kind of at the point where I kind of have to agree with you. Like, I think she's just at the point where honestly, Cash Doll she just gave birth to her second child. Like, she's at a point where and she's also older. Like, she just doesn't really care. And I think that, like, if a man give her, like, there's been times where a man is like, oh, you know what, I like your hair like this, and you continuously wear your hair like that. Like, you'll re-rock that hairstyle. You know what I mean? Because, like, your man likes it. Like, so I don't know. I didn't really see anything wrong with it. And Cash Doll still wears makeup. Like, I literally just saw her today with makeup, like, on Instagram with makeup on. She still wears the wigs. Yeah. So it's like, you know, Cash Doll has always had beautiful natural hair. Always. So it's like a man who's bringing that to the forefront. Like, hey, you know what? You don't have to do this now. I think you look good just like that. And I think she's kind of like, you know what? You're right. I'm comfortable like this. Let me just do. I don't think she's necessarily changing herself. I think she's just an entertainer at this point who's comfortable, and she's in a relationship. And this is honestly outside of her baby's father. I think it's her first public relationship, if I'm not mistaken. So it's like, you know, I think it's just she found a man who, you know, appreciates her for who she is, what she is. I think the bigger fish to fry is her BD, but that's another story.
Yeah, I think that I have to agree with basically what everyone is saying. I think that we forget that Cash Doll is like that's like a personality, you know? And so I think that she's been doing that personality for so long, and now she's able to find someone that
she could finally be Keisha.
That looks past her, looks past the Cash Doll in her, and she feels comfortable. Like, and I think that we can see that her light has not been dimmed in any way. Like, if anything, she has excelled. She looks happier. She looks like she's in a healthy relationship. She's out more. She's like doing more interviews, whatever the case may be. So if that's not stopping her from doing and shaking and moving what she needs to do, like even as a mother, as an entrepreneur, as a personality, then who cares? Like, it's not stopping her.
But have y'all ever known somebody who got into a relationship and started changing themselves behind the person they were dating?
I've been that way before. I've changed before.
Yeah.
It went back real quick because it's like, no. But I've changed before, and it's like, no, you realize real fast, like, this ain't even me, bro. I don't even feel comfortable trying to cosplay this. Like, let me be myself. And whoever's for that will love that. So, like, you know, like, why am I pretending here?
I do think there's a certain level of change that does kind of need to happen.
Yeah, for sure.
So, like,
but I said changing yourself for a man, not like changing, like, growth.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, like, even like whenever it comes, like, sometimes I feel like you can get into a relationship and prior to that, like, your wardrobe might scream that you're kind of like single. And I do think that sometimes, like, whenever you're in a relationship, unless it's like really your job, I don't understand why sometimes you would go out in the things that you would go out in. Like, let me say, like, necessarily, like, where before. No, because I'm thinking like
gracefully.
No, I'm thinking like, okay, let's say before you might go out like in a fishnet top, like, and just pasties.
Okay, well,
people do it. People do it, but I feel like I don't know if that's really appropriate for you to be going out in that. Like, let's say you're in like a committed relationship.
So your decision to start wearing that would be because you're in a relationship, not because you thought that just was
you've outgrown it.
You've outgrown that.
Well, it might have been.
So basically,
It might have been that you've outgrown it. Like, hey, like, you know, like I felt like that's what I need to do to like get men or whatever the case may be, whatever, to express myself. I feel like sometimes, like whenever you do get into a relationship, there is like a certain level of respect that you should have for your partner.
Absolutely.
In the way that you present yourself out in public.
But clothing is an art of expression.
Maybe because I don't really dress that risque.
Well, but people,
it's not even that. I just feel like clothing is an art of expression. And so at the end of the day, like, if so, for example, especially someone that's into fashion, there are elements that they're gonna push that maybe the average person
is not gonna
may not know.
Yeah.
And to me, that does not make you look single. I don't even know what single looks like because I see girls in relationships and I'm like, okay, so like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, I think that's like what I wish society would get away from. There's no image to that. There's no image to being single. There's no image to being in a relationship.
No, I'm not saying there's an image, but even take Rihanna for instance. I feel like Rihanna's style has changed over the years.
Because she's growing up. I don't think it has to do with the man she's attached to.
I don't think it's a man she's attached to, but I think she's in like different eras. I think that she's like
older.
she's old, but not even just older. I think she's like in a mommy era. I think that she's like in a more like settled era. I think that also evolves with the way that you present yourself.
I think Rihanna still dresses how she dresses. I'm not gonna lie. I think Rihanna. I just think that, like, I feel like we're all kind of. No, we may be saying different things. I do think that it's an image thing. Like, there's nothing, like, single doesn't have an image. Like, in a relationship doesn't have an image. It's how you carry yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that that's like a judgmental stance to say like, oh, because this woman wears a short dress, she's single.
Yeah,
no, because there are a lot of women in relationships that wear short dresses.
I'm not talking about a short dress. I'm talking about
anything
more so revealing.
Anything provocative.
But anything. Like, I'm just saying, like, what's reveal? I'm not gonna lie. What's revealing?
I'm not gonna lie. Like, even whenever I recently went to Saya, and I was just like, damn, everyone comes out with their ass out. I think that's revealing.
It is revealing.
Like, but that's what I'm saying. So it's like,
and you confirmed they were all single?
No, I'm not saying that I'm confirming they're all single.
But you feel like if they were in a relationship, it'd be disrespectful.
I think so.
See, I don't know. Like, I'm kind of indifferent about that because I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of one of those people who sort of pushes a boundary when it comes to like clothing. Like, I do wear a lot of like revealing clothing. And I think that as I've gotten older, I've toned it down a lot. Like, and it has strictly to do with me being older and not feeling comfortable. Like, I don't want to go out to eat and have my ass out. I just don't. Like, I don't want to go to, to brunch and have my ass out. I don't want to have my nipples showing. That's just that. But I still feel like, even so, with me toning it down, there's still things that I may wear, like short shorts. Like, the denim shorts that have the rips in them.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm going to wear them. And to me, I feel like, honestly, it has a lot to do with, unfortunately, to me, it has a lot to do with the security of the man. Like, I think that for me, you cannot tell me as a woman in a relationship what to wear. I'm just so sorry. Like, that's just a boundary we're going to have to like there's just certain, because for me, I'm not going
to tell you. That's the thing. I'm not saying that he should be able to tell you what to wear. But I think that there is a certain level of respect that you would have for your partner.
I don't even think that. I don't even think
whenever
that.
you wouldn't even want to.
I don't even think that.
Yeah,
I feel like, because for me, I feel like no matter what I have, I can walk out in a bikini. I feel like if I'm being respectful, first of all, a man gonna shoot in a sundress. A man gonna shoot in whatever you have on respectfully. It doesn't matter what you have on. A nigga's gonna shoot regardless. Even if you have a ring on your finger, a nigga's still gonna shoot. So I just feel like at the end of the day, like, I'm gonna wear whatever I want to wear. Like, it's not gonna be reflective of my relationship. Like, unfortunately, because I don't like. What does that even mean? Like, I don't like. I don't know. Like, even if, because I've had actually, perfect example. So I had a while ago, I had posted a swimsuit picture on the internet.
That's actually crazy. I was gonna ask about that.
Me? Ask me about that, or just
no, in general?
Oh yeah, I posted a swimsuit picture and lost his shit. Like, completely lost it. Mind you, I was on vacation, clearly on vacation in the picture. I tagged where I was. He knew I was on vacation, but he was just lost his shit. To be fair, the bikini was risque, but like all my bikinis are kind of risque. Like, I didn't have like, it was just a mirror picture. So it was a front facing, like I didn't turn around and show my ass. Like, I didn't, make it more revealing. It was just a bikini, which respectfully, even if I had a more covered up bikini, it would show the same thing. Like, if it's cut here, it's going to show my boobs a little bit. If it's cut here, it's going to show my groin a little bit. So I just feel like, I don't know, like, even guys have a problem with that too. And it's like, oh, it's not reflective of you in a relationship. But I'm like, what does a bikini relationship look like? Like, I don't know how to alter that to reflect that I'm in a relationship. I don't know. And I'm not going to put on a onesie.
You just wouldn't post it.
I don't give a fuck.
That's what men believe.
But you're right. And that was a problem. Oh, you posted it. But my thing is, like, felt like I looked good. I felt confident in how I looked. It wasn't because I want men to DM me. And respectfully, a lot, you know what I mean? Like, I just, even if they were, they still were going, regardless,
she did.
The men that DM'd me before when I had clothes on. So it didn't really change anything. It didn't shift the narrative. And so the fact that like, I was catching heat behind a picture, like a bikini post, to me, it just was like, I'm sorry, like, we're just going to have to agree to disagree. You're going to be mad because
would you still keep posting them?
And I did. And that's why he was mad even more, because it was just like,
understand we're not doing things for y'all. We're doing things for ourselves.
And that's the thing too.
And so
I think that's also what it is too, because to the average man, it looks like a thirst trap. You know what I mean? But to me, I'm like, I just think I look cute. Like, I don't want a man to talk to me. I actually don't want a man in my DMs. I just think I look cute. And I think if you knew me a little bit deeper, you would know, like, hey, this is not a thirst trap to me. This is just something that I thought was fun. It was flirty. Like, I just wanted to do it. Like, if I could block men from DMing me, I would. So, you know what I mean? Like, it just has nothing to do with like, it's just, I am so like non-male centered. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, to me, it's completely innocent. So the fact that you don't see it that way as my significant other, there's a problem. Like, okay, you know, she just, because she thinks she looks good, she's working hard in the gym. You're like, oh, you're doing it for a man.
I think that goes for both parties of security, because I'm not going to lie, like, if like your partner knows you and they're like, oh yeah, like, I mean, she look good. Like, why would she not show up? It's like, I just feel we get caught in like all the antics of everything. It's like, y'all, what does something look like? You know what I mean? I think everything is subjective. Like,
I don't know if I don't necessarily know if, now I'm not a man, so I truly don't know how they think, but whenever I think about like a man getting like flustered behind like a bikini pic, I don't think it has to do with the fact that they think that you're actually doing it for another man's like eyes. I think it's like maybe like a level of...
They just don't want people to see it.
Yeah, like a level of like...
protectiveness.
Yes, it's like...
Territorialness.
Like territorialness. It really is security. It really is. It's like, hey, like, you know, like this is something that like I don't want everyone to see, like, because this is like something that...
It's mine. It's my property.
I see it in private.
Which, to be fair, Nikki, that was literally the argument that was made. Like, and it's not that I'm trying to be, you know, I don't feel like everybody should be seeing it.
Yeah.
And... I'm sorry, I still
just don't agree.
No, I just don't like, because I like it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, because I think it's the same thing. Like, if a guy was to post a picture on a boat with his shirt off, I don't give a damn who's looking at your nipples.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I don't give a damn who's looking at your two nipples, bro. Like,
so what if your man posted in like gray sweatpants and like has a print?
Why would
that's
I be...
different?
Okay.
That's different, because I'm not posting in a white t-shirt with my nipples showing.
Yeah.
Like, that's completely different.
But also,
a bikini is a bikini. If a man has a swim trunks on,
okay, what if he has swim trunks on and he's well endowed and you can see a print?
That's
right,
different.
Well,
now you know what my man's packing.
No, but I also think it's very different, right?
No, that's
because I think it's weird for a man to see, kind of like, no shade, not to say the cash out thing, but I think it's very weird for a man to see a woman, see how she dresses, see how she steps, see how she presents herself on social media, come in the mix, and all of a sudden have an issue with all these things. Like, nigga, maybe you should find a bitch that meets the qualities that you're looking for. Don't come to me and start trying to change how I post, change how I dress, and all the other things. And now it's like, okay, so what about me did you actually like? Because why would you come into my life and start dress coding me?
Thank you.
Like, that's odd. Like, for instance, if I saw, there are some guys who do post like that, and it kind of gives me the ick. I'm not gonna turn around, try and talk to them, get with them, and then start trying to monitor how they post. That's weird.
Like,
yeah.
Like I said, I don't know. I think like it's so crazy because like this, I was gonna go into another level, like all these people like feeling like, for example, like you have to rebrand yourself off the state you're in, and it's like it's not necessarily true. Like, be yourself. Like, you're nice, you're beautiful. Like, anyone would appreciate who you are as a person. Like, you shouldn't have to change yourself to fit in a box. Like, why would you put yourself in a box? Like, if I'm single, I'm single. I'm gonna dress how I want to, that I feel I want to express myself in. You know what I mean? But if I'm in a relationship, I don't want to now, I'm gonna start dressing like a, like, not, let me not use those terms, that's rude. But like, yeah, it almost came out. But like, I'm just saying, like, I'm not about to sit here and now start wearing like maxi dresses and flats because now I don't want to be perceived a certain way because I'm now in a relationship. I don't care. I am who I am. The relationship now is after that. Like, I don't need to, I'm not a representative of my relationship. I'm so sorry. I'm myself. And
can't we think it's a little unfair to automatically assume that the reason why they're doing that is because they're in a relationship? What if they feel like that's the rebrand that they want for themselves? Like, and I'm not.
How's the timing looking?
Yeah.
I
It's 'cause
know.
of that. Like,
I know.
It's okay. I know people don't want to be real about it,
I
but
know.
that's really what it stems
Are,
to.
are we
boils
keeping
down
it real,
to.
or are we just being delusional? Because we
Yeah.
could always say like, okay, well maybe she just rebranded into it just lined up. But a lot of times, like, no, some people like they get into relationships and they literally adopt an entirely new personality.
Literally.
And it's like it's cool and it's cute, but it's like when this relationship ends, if it does, God forbid it does, it's like you think you're just gonna jump back into the single personality, it starts looking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how I feel.
I just think that everyone should just be yourself.
Be yourself.
Be yourself and let yourself naturally just blossom into something.
yourself.
I mean, if it is, it is. I mean, if that's what we're talking about. But again, if you get into a relationship and then your personality change, it depends if it's a 360. 360. Look at me. If it's a 180, But if it's like naturally it's growth, and maybe you're dating somebody who just has you like on a different mindset, and y'all are growing together, changing together, that's cool and that's beautiful. But I don't know if that's what we're like talking about here in this conversation.
Because like in the initial question I was asked, saying that, do you think like you should be dressing revealing and stuff like that? And to me, I just feel like there's no image to that. Like, I don't think like I said, single doesn't have an image, and in a relationship doesn't have an image. You have an image. What is that?
Now, is it time and place? Yes. Like if you're going to meet his mom, of course.
Will you wear a mini dress? No, you won't.
Sure. Yeah.
You will wear and even if the dress goes to mid thigh, it's still nice and beautiful, and you presenting yourself well. I just think that like we get in too much of the optics of things, and then it starts looking forced, and you start looking like you performing. And like, don't ever look like a performer in your relationship.
That reminds
it's not
me
a good place to be.
Not to take it too left, Raymond, I thought he posted a video and he was like, listen, if you young and turn and you marry a man and he got 2 kids, don't start playing stepmommy. You didn't fuck young for a reason. They said you don't got kids young for a reason. If you put a wife on your, if you put a ring on your finger, of course. But if you young and turn, you sitting here, you not going out, you not doing this behind, looking after these kids that aren't yours, like that looks crazy. And I kind of agree.
Like that's just something that you're gonna have as a male. You're gonna have to fight with yourself, because like I said, for me, I just don't agree with it. Like, this is just me. I like it. That's that. If you want to post pictures in your swim trunks, go ahead. Like, if that what makes you feel better. But like, I don't know. I think on vacation, there's not much to wear other than something loose and flowy and a bikini. So it's on a beach. What do you want me to wear on a beach? Like, be so fucking for real. So I don't know. Like, I just
I don't think he's telling you. I don't think he's telling you not to wear it. I think he's just saying
that don't post it.
That reminds me of, y'all see that video of Veronica's mom when she was like, why would you post this picture?
Yeah.
What would your friend think about it? She said, he took it. I'm like, that's what we like to call secure masculinity.
I think that's what I want us to like start speaking towards, secure masculinity or femininity. Like at the end of the day, if you're securing yourself, whatever your partner does is not going to affect you. You won't have these thoughts of like, oh, what this needs to look like. If you're securing yourself, like we know what we doing. Like that's all that matters. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's just I don't even know if it's necessarily secure. That's the thing. Like I don't know. I think that's a little. I think.
But you don't think it's a slippery slope?
It is. It definitely. I'm not disagreeing with y'all in any way. But what I'm also saying is that people are allowed to have like their boundaries, especially whenever it comes to their partner.
Their boundaries.
Their boundaries.
But they're not boundaries on you.
Yeah, no, I agree. But he's just expressing his boundaries to you. Now it's up to you if you want to abide by that boundary or you don't.
Abide by a boundary is like.
Well, I mean, like, if you want to abide,
shouldn't be
respect.
To like,
if you want to respect that boundary, then it's up to you if you want to respect it or not. All your partner is doing is voicing to you like, hey, you know what? Actually, this makes me a little uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I just want to let you know that. That's all it is. And now it's up to you as their partner, like, hey, like, either I want to do it or I don't want to do it.
Just affirm to them that, I mean, I'm not doing this to draw attention.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not having that conversation.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like that conversation is kind of awkward because it's like, okay, you're uncomfortable, and then my follow-up question be like, okay, so like,
what can I do?
What do you want me to do about it? And I'm not gonna say it like that, but like, okay, so what would you like me to do? And then, oh, don't post it. It's like,
yeah, and maybe
moving forward, don't post anymore.
But that's just kind of.
I don't think so. I don't like to be in the middle somewhere.
For me, I'm not gonna lie. I think it would give me pause, like great pause. Because for me, it would be a slippery slope. And I do think like things like this are telltale signs of men who have abusive tendencies. We have to be completely honest. These are the little.
Girl, keep preaching, girl.
No, I'm like, these are the things that happen where further down the line when something happens, it's like, okay, because if you can control what I post on social media, what else can you control? My thing is me looking and really thinking about it. A bikini picture is very harmless. And not only that, I know a lot of men who would be okay with that.
Yeah, agreed.
So I do think when we start thinking about the men who are not okay with that, we have to think about what that looks like. some of those maybe their limit is just like, okay, well, social media bikinis. But I think a lot of it is him looking at you as his property, and he doesn't like you posting a certain kind of way on social media. So if he already has that outlook and that mindset as where he feels not only that he can monitor what I post, but now you can communicate to me and actually have me to stop posting a certain kind of way. Now to start looking at you like, okay, it's in you to control me.
Because then also you have to think about it. Because I think like, and this is like, let's like this is because now, dang, you done went deeper a little bit. So you got to think about stuff like this. Like if a man or woman can sit there and make you do something, right? Think about the next thing. It's not going to end there.
It's not going to end there. Next
you
thing,
just basically open up the door to, you know what,
guys.
I'm willing to change everything.
I want to interject here because I do think we're going, and I hear y'all, but I do think we're going a little bit far left because, you know, that's a completely different scenario. I do unfortunately have to agree a little bit with Nikki because again, I had the conversation and I do think like he was just like, hey, you know what? I met you like this, but so I'm not going to tell you to not do it, but it does make me feel away. And you know, for me, I still was just like, I hear you. You know, it was a conversation, but for me, like there's no meeting in the middle. Like
yeah,
like,
no, I get it.
There's literally no meeting in the middle. Like
meeting in the middle.
Unfortunately,
is my
like this is just gonna have to be something you're uncomfortable with. Like, and to be fair, like that's what relationship is, compromise. Whatever you guys want to compromise, that's your idea. But like, I heard you. I know it makes you uncomfortable. Maybe I can dial back a little bit by only going once a year. I don't know. Like, I don't know what dialing back is. But like, you know, like the fact that he voiced it to me, I have to respect it. At the end of the day, like, okay, here, I hear you. It makes you uncomfortable because he's verbatim said, look, like, you know what? I'm not going to tell you not to do it because I met you this way, but you know, it just makes me uncomfortable. Okay, cool. I respect it. But like,
yeah, I respect
unfortunately, but I do feel like, okay, if the situation was to flip, right? Let's say if a man, because I've had a man do, let's take bikini pictures out.
Yeah.
If a man was posting like them single memes all the time, or maybe even like memes that are like jokes against women, and it's just like, no, I don't fucking like that you do that. Like that's embarrassing to me. You know what I mean? I don't like that you do that. Like that's weird. Like
or even posting
or
like,
reposting on TikTok. That's weird. Like
my man.
What are you know what I mean? Like so that you.
What are you doing?
So for you know what I mean? Like that's how a man could feel. He was like, you know what? This is not the woman for me. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
So it just depends on.
That's where we're at with that.
Yeah. Bye.
You start reposting loser ass memes. Like, are you a meme page?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, why are you reposting this?
Thank you. Like
on TikTok. What do you mean?
Huh?
No.
I'm talking about TikTok.
I know,
like,
but like,
on
if
TikTok.
I find out you're like reposting things that are degrading women or just like
or
that
not
red
degrading
pill,
women in
blue pill
particular.
Stuff,
It just doesn't. It's not completely represented.
Oh, painting him in the best way.
Of a relationship. It's not representative of him being in a relationship.
I know.
Is what I'm trying to say.
So to me, I'm not gonna lie.
Like he's single fishing almost. Like,
yeah, it's almost the same thing ish. Like.
Because I don't want to take social media so deep, but I'm not going to take that deep.
Yeah,
it goes back to that one moto where the girl found out he was on a spoof page doing monkey stuff. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just things like, but I'm saying monkey that, monkey these. So it's like, if you find that out, that's not your man no more. Because like, that doesn't really align with your values. Like, you know, I don't think that was a good example. Because,
but I also feel like that's why, I mean, everyone's for somebody, you know what I mean?
Literally.
So there are some things that a man come to you and you're just like, hey, I'm not the bitch for you. I'm not gonna lie. Someone else will probably take this better. I won't. We're just gonna separate here. And there's some people who like y'all share the same mindset because y'all probably have the same roles in relationships. So it's like,
because I won't lie to you, a man has told me like, oh, I would love for you to like not wear makeup as much, and I was like, I'm sorry, I will never sever my relationship with makeup. So I don't know what to tell you.
No, telling me that
to not wear makeup.
Like, do you know who I am? That's like
met me
taking
with
my
makeup.
heart out my chest, bro. Like that's crazy. Like
Sever my
telling me
relationship
to like he literally said, I would like for you like, you know, sometimes go out without makeup. Why?
Oh
no, that's what thing I don't understand. Like now you're asking me to go out.
I think
like my thing is
overall,
why
people are
Tell
gonna.
I'm bad at you.
I think that overall, if it makes you happy, people are going to like your partner is going to respect it.
yeah, for sure.
Like I think that that's just what is, and I think that it's very natural in a relationship to have conversations with people about things that make you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like even it can be a thing of, let's say that y'all are at a dinner party with other couples, and let's say that y'all are talking about what's it called, a hypothetical question, and you use y'all two as an example, like something that maybe came up in your relationship, and now you brought it to the forefront of the couple.
never do that.
But people do that.
Mm-hmm.
People spill their business.
Okay.
And I think that it's okay for someone to come to you and be like, hey, you know, like moving forward, can you not
more than okay. Because
can you not
she's
put our
actually-
business?
I feel like,
But then are we
what?
saying now we're controlling how you're speaking?
No, we're not. We're just
No,
like,
I'm
don't use
you're
your,
speaking on me. Use yourself as an example.
don't use your relationship as a tool or a reference point. Like that's not what we're doing.
Or let's say
That's law.
y'all are talking about abortions and you're like, yeah, you know, I'm pro-abortion because I had an abortion in my past, and your boyfriend's looking at you like, well,
I can't tell my story because you see now I'm back to
now
policing,
you're
yeah.
policing out someone like no, because to me that's their story and not yours. So what I choose to do with my story has nothing to do with you, sir.
Yeah.
No,
Uninvolve yourself at that
reminds me
table.
Of,
Like, what?
That reminds me of that
Excuse
episode.
me? Like women are bonding and they're talking in a safe space, and now you tell me I can't be safe in a space.
but what if it's not safe?
It is.
And maybe,
But it's like,
and that's maybe what
Sometimes
he's
niggas be clocking
no,
it.
That's
now
what I'm saying.
we're like not like no, like we're
and
talking
next thing
about
you know, your business will lie.
y'all going way.
So
Bro.
had an abortion.
No, let me just. It reminds me of that episode of Love and Marriage, Huntsville, with Mel and Martell.
Yes.
They were at a round table with other couples, and she was like, okay, hypothetically, if let's say a man was cheating on you and had a side wife, and everybody's at the table is like, did this happen? And she's like, no, it didn't happen. And then a couple episodes later, it was her. Like everyone's like,
Crazy. It's so crazy. Like, and that's why certain things, like y'all, it can't be hypothetical. Talk to your therapist about it. Like, it's just no. There's some things that are not good for friendship talk
too
around
specific.
table. Like,
Too
because
specific.
everyone's gonna know you're talking about your relationship. Like,
Yeah.
come on now.
Like,
Who does
that was
hypothetical in a
yeah.
relationship. It's you. Like, you know what I mean? So
Like, can I be honest here, or is it's
and like.
is quote unquote standing next
This
to
is
you?
how I have to feel. If you're around a group of like couples, right? And you're like, is this a safe space? It's not a safe space.
Not a safe- If you have to
when
ask,
you leave this group, they are talking about you amongst each other. I'm telling y'all right now. Sorry.
I was gonna ask y'all a
Mic
question. When this can be like a very quick topic, but do y'all feel bad at all that the Target CEO is stepping down?
No.
Bye.
I don't even know why they're stepping down. Educate me.
I don't even want to. Oh, but
Fine.
amid the
Declining
backlash
sales?
because the backlash,
Yeah,
the declining
declining
sales,
sales.
the backlash
That
from
happens.
removing the DEI. Honestly,
Yeah,
I'm
that's a
glad.
consequence for your action.
It is, and I'm
The
glad.
smallest violin just for you.
Maybe we should do it more.
Y'all don't feel,
Why do you feel bad? Didn't
y'all
you
don't feel bad that
boycott
someone
them?
lost their job?
Who?
You
A
boycott-
billionaire?
He didn't
No.
lose his
I
job. He
cannot
stepped
do
down.
this. You boycotted them. What you feeling bad for?
Mind you,
Me, I don't.
Okay, because you're over here like, why? I'm
No.
like, do you feel bad?
No, I don't feel
Okay.
bad, but like,
You
I love us actually.
yeah, no, I'm not. I don't feel bad, but
Okay.
then I think sometimes,
Like-
I think that sometimes it like slaps you in the face a little bit that like how much power you actually have as a
Yes.
consumer
mm-hmm.
to be able to do something. You know, like.
Imagine if we acted like this in other areas.
But that's what I'm saying. We can.
We can.
We can.
We've mobilized. We've actually
Right.
proven that we can.
Right.
Yeah.
You think
That's
we'll
a
continue?
win.
And it only took about 2 years.
I mean, you barely participated.
I
so
didn't.
I mean,
I didn't. You're right.
I don't know
call
where
me
your
out on
skepticism
air.
is coming from.
Don't call
Can
me
you
out on
continue?
air. I said, do you think we can? Dang.
Wow.
See, if you're
Yeah.
people trying to tear
I
you
know.
down.
I mean,
yeah.
No, I mean,
That's what you doing.
I mean, I'm just saying because I feel like a lot of times we just move the goalposts too quickly. Like we should be celebrating the fact that we
No.
actually made an impact. And it's
I-
like, can we keep it going and do something else?
no,
It's
I
like,
no, let me celebrate.
My comment was, imagine if we did that other day. I said, and I don't feel bad he lost his job. I'm not, why would I feel bad?
You just wanted to put it out there.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's crazy.
I was just asking.
No.
That's what we'll be doing
no,
from here on
no,
out.
no. Actually, let's actually paint the picture of how because you trying to. all you said is, do you think we'll continue?
I said,
And you said, do you think you'll continue?
Yeah, you think you'll
As
continue
in-
because it's like
No,
it
like-
felt shady. Like
no, but
sure,
you
we
took
should-
it as shade, but I wasn't being shade. That's why I'm like, did you have to say that? You did it.
It's
But
on tape,
cool.
so we'll play it
But
back.
even
No.
then, so
Keep it.
Ulta, it's actually crazy because like now the Target CEO is stepping down, but I feel like they really didn't learn their lesson because a lot of people were calling for them to hire outside of the company, and all they did was promote the COO to this new CEO.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, well,
He's not stepping down until February 2026.
February.
anyway.
That's what I'm saying. So like the CEO, he was already on board with everything y'all were doing. So how is this going to make a change? No, y'all are still getting boycotted. You see how you don't learn your lesson?
Yeah.
There's no change.
There's no change.
But
And the crazy part, it's been so long that Target is not even part of my
I
brand chemistry
know.
anymore.
It's literally like, it's so crazy how quick you can like change up your routine. I used to go to Target for everything. It used to be like all my quick stuff. Like I used to literally like, I even deleted my Target app because I'm like, I don't order from there. So there's really
Paulette.
no reason for me to have it. So
now you gonna expose yourself on this podcast. You didn't.
It's you. You're laughing at me.
Paulette, you looked at me like I can relate to what y'all are
Every time
saying.
they say, you're like, Like,
Yeah, so it's just, but yeah, for me personally, it's just like it's been
congrats. But
no, honestly,
there's one
Win is a
more
win.
thing that I actually wanted to talk about, and this could be quick as well. But recently, I think last week, DeVito and Shama had their wedding, their white wedding, their official white wedding.
Congratulations,
So congratulations
Shama and
to
DeVito.
them. Yes. Now, I have my personal.
That's before y'all go in.
Yeah. Congrats to them. Obviously, it's a beautiful union. Chama is a beautiful girl. Like I'm always supporting my Igbo sister, so there's that. I have my complaint, or not complaints. I have my comments because what was that? Actually,
Yeah.
What was that? Like that was a mess. I am so sorry. Like
I like some of the outfits. I like some of the okay. The I forgot the look of the dress. It was like purple, had like a floor type of thing.
I hated it.
I just didn't like that whole extra like fabric in the front. It looked kind of
So
like
here's my thing.
train.
You had on
I didn't
purple
like
and
that.
red. Your husband had on pink. What the fuck is that?
I think the
What
color,
the fuck is
because,
that?
Like, that color.
No.
I feel
No.
I agree.
Why are y'all not matching? You guys look crazy.
No, but like it's like the colors morphed. Like
It did not more. He had on baby pink. You had on bright purple and red.
But like you gotta think about it, pink is a hue of red.
No, Paulette.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
I just kinda saw
Even
it.
past the outfits, I feel like I don't know. Like I feel like every time I kind of see them together, it's kind of like a little awkward because like Chama, you could tell she's just a very reserved girl. She doesn't even
not
do really.
impressed.
She doesn't do the social media thing. She doesn't really do the cameras, the publicity. So every time she just looks uncomfortable. Like she looks like she doesn't want to be there. Even when like
Do you
for
feel
his
like we may be overreading her emotions?
probably she
Okay, 'cause
probably
I feel like she's just like this is her normal.
Yeah, this is her
Like-
normal. So she just but it just. Presenting on the it just doesn't
Yeah.
look like she's happy to be there.
Yeah.
And like even if it's like changing her body language to receive him more,
Right.
I don't know if you know what I mean, because even
it's
it's
like
just
PR train.
it's something, but that's not even my problem. I think the whole event, it was very much like I think the thing with DeVito and the weddings, like both the traditional and this one, is just like it's too much. Like it's a lot. Like it doesn't look like a wedding. It looks like a music video. And I think that it takes away like the intimacy of it. I'm sorry. Why are your guests trying to upstand your videographers? Why are your guests trying to upstand your photographers? Everybody should have been seated. Y'all should have had security on lock, telling everybody sit down. Like
And there was
the
too many
fact that
phones out,
Too
recording
many
content.
phones out.
Yeah.
Like it was too much. And you know what? So at my sister's wedding, like the MC made an announcement. He was like, no phones. And he
I
was just
agree.
like, there are photographers who are paid to be here, paid a lot of money. Let them do their job. So no phone. And even if you're taking pictures, stay in your seat.
Like,
Do
they'll
not
post
try
the
to.
content you can repost. To
He
your
said
story.
that when you see them moving around, do not get in front of them. And at first I was just like, people are going to take pictures. But then afterwards I was like, you know what? I see why. Because like people will try to upstand the videographer.
Yeah, and, like,
You cannot do a
phones
better job than a
phones get in the
professional.
way of, like, the
Why are you
beauty
getting
of
in the
like,
way?
the venue and how things look.
It was
and
just too,
stuff.
and I think the
get
venue was
it.
beautiful. I think as
It
a
was
whole, the wedding
beautiful.
was beautiful. I think it was, but it just was. It was way too many people. It was way too many cameras. Like it was no rules involved, and especially like, bro, Dangote was there, Governor Adeleke was there. Like I just think there was a certain like people.
There should be a.
I'm sorry, like. Do we know who Dangote is? Like, he's not a regular person at all. Like, we're talking about one of the richest black men in the world. Like,
Right.
there should be certain decorum that should be held with people. If you're
Yeah.
breathing the same air, there should be a certain decorum. We're talking about the governor of Lagos. Which is like, I just feel like it's just
You
a
feel
certain
they weren't
decorum.
really,
like,
they weren't really carrying
no,
the event.
it just was very much
think
like a
it's-
party.
I
It's
think
on brand for DeVito.
Area
It's very
wedding.
on
That's the
brand.
thing. I think it's difficult to cater to that large of
It
a
is.
wedding
With
and
Nigerians
and to make
especially.
everyone happy. I think that they did what they wanted to do. I think that they enjoyed their wedding how it went, and I think that should be it. I think that Chama liked her outfits.
Yeah,
Cool.
I think she liked
I think
it.
that
That's why I
DeVito,
would ever bring
I think
that up.
DeVito liked his outfits. Cool. Like I think it's one of those things where like, do I think that they were synced in with their outfits? No, but at the end of the day, it's them. It's not me. Like it's not
Right.
my wedding. It's not anything that has to do with what I'll do in the future. But I think Chama looked beautiful. I think that Chama looked like she actually enjoyed herself. I don't think she looked very.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
I don't think she looked awkward in any type of way. I think
I just
that
wish
she
she didn't wear a dark lip.
Well, it was technically not at the wedding. To be fair, it was the day they landed.
Oh,
Well,
okay, yeah.
Not at the. I
Yeah.
think the wedding. Her energy
think
was
the
like,
way-
she
yeah.
looked great. Like
I
she
felt
looked
like she looked
beautiful.
lit at the
Don't
wedding.
get she looked beautiful. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah,
Like
I
I think
Yeah.
I don't know.
I was interested. I don't really know Chama that. I don't know her. I was going to say I don't know Chama that well. I don't know her at all.
Yeah, I just know she used to be a chef.
But I was going to say that her bridesmaids, I was actually surprised that she had so many American bridesmaids and not like
a lot of things
childhood
did it.
friends like that. She had like, a lot of influencers in her bridal party. So I was wondering how that was. I don't know if it was like intentional. She wanted to like place influencers.
I think a lot of it had to do with like who was able to even get into the country. Because if you think about it, her parents weren't there.
But this I feel
that's why a lot of it was.
Like, I think a lot of it was like just based on convenience of who was able to come.
So I'll be honest with you, and that's what my takeaway. That wedding was not for her, because if that was for her,
it wasn't.
It needs her parents need to like. I'm not gonna lie.
They couldn't get a visa.
I understand. Then go have your white wedding in Nigeria where they can come comfortably. It doesn't make sense. You're not even an American girl.
And not just Nigeria. Like you can go to Maldives. You can go to a lot of places that accept
Like, you're not
Nigerian.
even an American girl to be fighting to be an American having your wedding.
It was all for DeVito.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I thought was interesting, because like a lot of her core people were like missing, and it was like replaced by people that I don't know.
DeVito
I would say
even her stylist was one of her bridesmaids. I was like, that's DeVito's stylist. Like, which the ball was dropped, but again, I just didn't understand like the whole like absence of her family and be somewhere where they can. That's her wedding, like that. The white wedding is for the woman. I just think it was just too much.
But I think it reflects the kind of relationship they have. Like DeVito is very much so like the
flashy
face of that relationship, and she just kind of like she plays more of a supportive role, and I think that showed in the wedding, and I think it showed in like the people that were there and whatever the case may be. But if she's okay with that and she's okay with accepting that position, then
she has to be. So could you be a supporting role at your wedding?
No. The wedding is for me, respectfully.
No. All of it.
I think it just depends.
To the traditional though, the traditional wedding, y'all do what y'all want.
That's what I said. Like, I think it just depends.
The white wedding.
I think there's certain things that I'm not going to like
care about.
Yeah, necessarily care about, or like even like put up a fight for. Like if there's a certain way that maybe his family or he wants it done, I think that you can compromise on it. Now there's certain things I'm not going to compromise on, but I think it goes vice versa. Yeah. I
thought it was interesting he performed at his wedding. I'm like, DeVito, you actually love to perform.
He just got drunk and did that. Yeah, I think he just got drunk. I don't think he was supposed to do that, but he definitely just got drunk. But I also, I mean, I can't fault the guy for being super flashy. I mean, a little bit of it is tacky, but I mean, that's who DeVito has been, honestly, since jump. Like he's been super flashy. Like even the fact that his Benny the jeweler was one of DeVito's groomsmen. Benny the jeweler.
This is getting very crazy.
Benny, he came up and announced the price of the ring, announced the price of the Richard Mille she got. I'm just like,
which I don't know why he gave her a red.
A red Richard Mille to wear on her wedding.
Like, you didn't even find a white one?
Timmy and Mr. Easy
and he wore the white
married
one
the same weekend.
Silently.
Which is
and it wasn't in like Iceland.
Yes.
And have you heard?
But but again, like I think again, not to defend them, but like they're just completely different. Like Timmy is and Mr. Easy both like they're both individually quiet people. But DeVito is not a quiet person. DeVito,
especially Mr. Easy, like he's equally as big, and like to me it's just like that's how you rich, right? Yes, girl. Look, I think people are sleeping on like see that's the crazy thing. Like
but Timmy is okay, but if
I'm talking about Mr. Easy, like,
but Timmy's bigger than Chumma.
I know, but
so it's like she is bro. Let's Paulette.
I don't you know what's crazy? I mean, of course, like because of who her dad is, but like can we stop looking at me how y'all look at me?
But she's also
I'm like, where is Chumma outside of DeVito's
wife and baby mother?
I get it, but I'm just saying, like, relevance. I feel it.
But she's also an influencer. She's a model.
Yeah, you're right.
She's in fashion.
Right. Let me shut up. I misspoke. Sorry.
Now I agree with the Easy and DeVito like that.
But that's what I was talking about. Y'all want to start saying Timmy and Chumma. I was like, I'm talking about Easy.
Okay, well, land with that.
And y'all were like, Chummy and Chumma. Like, how do we make the switch?
But Easy is not as big as DeVito.
I can't say that.
Yeah. Has he ever done a national tour?
No. Respectfully. Loki, after Pour Me Water, has he even had an
arena tour at that?
And this is no shade. Mr. Easy's
they're known people.
Projects are lit.
They're now like are being shady with it. They're known people.
No, this is not shade. It's not shade. It's just
that's factual.
We get it. We heard you. What I'm saying is that I just feel like they rich right. I'm not gonna lie.
No, they do. She's a rich girl who absolutely rich is
right.
Y'all
saying so much about DeVito and Chumma's wedding that I did not notice, and so to me it's like that sounds tacky.
It is tacky.
All these things you're saying, and it's like, come on, guys. Like, I feel like y'all could have streamlined this wedding a little bit better.
I think it just goes back to their individualistic characteristics. Like
Yeah, for
characters.
sure. They're just quiet.
Like, at the end of the day,
people.
like people can have the same amount of money,
spend it
and
different.
one person can look like they have that money, and one person can look like they don't, and they can be equally as rich. You know, so it just all goes back to DeVito's very flashy.
He is, and he's very happy. Wow, that's one thing I realized about that boy. Every time, any video, he's smiling. DeVito.
Having his way.
having his way and having his cake and eating it too.
Oh,
Why
I mean,
wouldn't
I'd
he
be happy too.
Why wouldn't he be happy?
I'd be
Boy.
joyous.
It's like get married and do whatever you
wedding.
want.
It's my wedding. I got married today.
He's the bride. He's literally the bride.
I'm the bride and the groom.
like
They
literally.
might have an agreement.
I'm crying, and he's the prize.
No, he is.
He is.
Like,
Like,
what? He can do
if
whatever.
you look up the prize, DeVito's in there.
I think they might have an agreement, y'all. There's just
An agreement to what?
To what,
That he could do
girl?
whatever he wants.
I
What
think
agreement does
that
Chama have?
Chioma is never gonna leave because
Ever. She can't.
why would?
You know what? We can get very deep here if y'all want.
Yeah, but
'Cause
let's
I know
not.
what I want to say.
Yeah, she paid the ultimate price.
She paid
I
ultimate.
She signed it in blood.
literally.
Let's not.
You heard me.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well.
Move on,
that
please.
note.
I hate to talk about this. Oh my God.
No,
I get so
bad.
angry every time.
All right, y'all. That wraps up another episode with the Petty Party crew. Thank you so much for tuning in. Guys, if you have any motos, any advice, or anything that you even want us to talk about, just send us an email or you can put it on any of the comments on our social media page. That's Petty Party Pod on all platforms. And for the moto, it's pettyparty12814@gmail.com. Signing out, y'all. This is Crystal. Peace.
And it's your girl, Amacolette. You can follow me on IG and TikTok at Amacolette and on X as well. I ain't never on there, but you can follow me on there too. Holla.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Michelle, aka Shelly Says on Instagram, since we doing shout outs. Or you can follow
Hey, y'all.
our podcast at Petty Party. All right now.
that's wild. All right, y'all. It's just Nick signing out. Make sure you follow us on all platforms. Subscribe to us on YouTube.
Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.
Give me a P. Give me a E. Give me a T. T. Y. I'm petty all the time.